Okay, we are currently recording.
Awesome.
Hello, TG Media.
DozingDoge,
Hello.
why don't you do the line?
What is I'm
Say the line, Dozing.
this is my first time hosting. I don't know.
Say the
I
line.
don't know.
Do the
Man.
line, Dozing.
I don't know.
Do the line.
What's the line?
Do the line,
You're putting me
Dozing.
on the spot here. I don't know.
Dozing, do the line.
Make up your own line.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the TG Media podcast. I'm here with Jackie, Little Caesars,
Hello.
Submadoge,
Submadoge.
the greatest host ever,
Correct.
and our guest today, I eat plastic _ 420.
Great name. Yeah. Hello.
I'd give that an 8 out of a 10 line giving.
I mean, it's better than Tit.
Okay.
Usually he's like, I mean, obviously it's a gag, but in the podcast he does it, so
Yeah.
it's better than usual.
Dozing, you did
Mhm.
say the TG Media podcast. We don't say that.
Yeah.
And also,
Okay,
you didn't
we don't
introduce
say that?
yourself. You didn't introduce yourself, I don't think.
Yeah, I am dozing. That's me. Woo.
This is
So-
why you're getting fired by the end of this episode.
Ooh, that's fine.
I mean, technically he's an unpaid intern. You think about it, so
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
get us all coffee, Dozing?
yeah.
Okay, sure. Give me 1 sec. I'll be back.
Alright, Dozing's
More
gonna be back.
food-related things. Wow.
Today on the podcast, this is going to be a re-recording of what is already a podcast that no longer exists. And also, we have
Yep.
2 hosts from Violence Cast, which should not be here.
Yippee.
I don't know
Oh.
what note that was, Caesar, but good for you.
Was.
Wait, Caesar, can you talk just like for like a couple sentences? I think your mic's cutting out.
I'm blaming it on my phone, and I'm better than Oval Goat Kid at hosting.
Okay, no, you're not
It's a
cutting
low
out. You're
bar,
fine. You're
but-
perfectly fine.
Hold.
This is probably going to be one of the worst recordings on the TG Media server. Speaking of servers, I eat plastic 420.
Hello.
First of all, I made a transition for one question, but there's probably one question I should ask first. Who are you?
I'm Plastic, or I eat Plastic 420. I've been here about 3-ish years. Well, 2 and a bit technically, but nearly 3 towards the end of the year. I joined around December, November-ish, 2020, and I don't know how to describe myself. I just exist. Like I used to make farms. I don't really play Minecraft anymore, but yeah, it's nothing that interesting.
I'm guessing that's who you are. I'd have to accept that. I don't think I can do any further research.
Well, there's
on
nothing
the
else I can
podcast.
really say, but yeah, that's indeed who I am.
Jackie, why are you muted?
I was blending.
He's
Oh, he's blending.
Doing
You're-
something.
okay.
The
Jackie,
milkshake.
you have the next question.
I don't have, hold on.
get it open, man. Come on.
Where does your name come from?
That's not the next question.
Number one.
We're just ending anarchy.
If you were listening, I didn't do the first one.
What is the next one? I'm looking. You did the first one, and then I'm next, so I'm doing number 2.
The first. I did not do the first question. I asked a different question. You have to do the first one.
Yes, who are? Yeah,
Okay, my-
come on.
Bad. Hey, Plastic, how'd you find out about this whole TG thing?
So until I was like maybe 12, 13, I was a huge Reddit kid. It's where the 420 comes from and the rest of the name.
Boo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like dank memes and like I was like that kind of person and like I was teenagers and I actually remember seeing I think it was one of the 14, 1 of 15 end of that towards kind of posting that and almost joined TGN, but I basically left it towards the end of the year, which when say 116 started and I joined then. But yeah, it was literally everybody else did. The you know, post not just teenagers.
And was that the one announcing 1.16?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean I saw it. Obviously, I saw it because I joined, you know, like November-ish, December-ish, after it came out originally. So I wasn't there. I wasn't there for the launch, of course, but I was pretty close towards the start.
You were pretty close. You did mention the 420 in your name. DozingDoge, you have the next question.
Hey, I eat plastic. Where does your name come from?
So yes, as I said, I was a huge Reddit kid, so
Yeah.
I thought 420 funny. But then also so when I was like again like back in the age, I was huge into 3D printing and engineering and stuff. And I bought a 3D printer the first time. And I was like so proud. So my actual original username was for Mad Chemist because I like science before that. But yeah, so I basically just thought, what's a funny username I can put that relates to something IRL that I do? And I thought, okay, plastic 3D printing. I will put I eat plastic, and I stuck with it. But like literally everyone reads it because the I and the L look the same. So everyone says elite plastic, which is kind of annoying, but you live with it.
You do live with it. I do have to say, the Mad Chemist sounds way cooler, but I Eat Plastic is way more original.
Yeah, well, so I was into chemistry until I was like 10ish, 10, 11. And then I switched towards like kind of more engineering stuff. And now I'm into English, but yeah, it's it's changed over time. Yeah, I mean my Clash username, which I still occasionally play, is for my chemist. So yeah.
Huh.
Well, you know.
Speaking of horrible chemicals, where does your skin come from?
It's like a name, like, you know, like obviously with a name I like 3D printing, so I put a simple name, and I like the colors green and black, so I put I just made a, and I also kind of like these really simple skins, like no face on them, so I just put, you know, green on the outside and then black on the sides, and that was it, and it stuck. But like when I first made it, either Dream wasn't really a thing then, I can't remember, or I just wasn't aware of Dream, which is the kind of unfortunate downside of using that kind of green, but yeah.
Quite the coincidence.
Indeed.
It is what it is.
It is quite a horrific skin. I would not like to see someone that looked like that down in the alley
Yeah,
in
it
the
is.
middle of the night, sprinting after
I
you.
would.
You would.
I very much would.
It's almost as bad as like one of Tit's skins. I mean, Tit I'm always afraid of, even though he lives in like Estonia, of being murdered by him. So
It is. Like, you know, the worst thing about seeing this guy in the alley is that he can, like, walk towards you and scare you, and then he just has to turn to the left, and then you can't see him.
yeah. True.
Complete blackout. That's horrifying.
Evolved almost. Yeah.
Jackie,
Mm-hmm.
you have the next question.
Hey, Plastic, how'd you get in the Bacon Town?
So okay, when I first joined, I wandered around like Tree Town and Earn for a bit. I think I actually went to DTR's castle, and like I think I was one of the few randoms that made it through like the lava walls and shit. Then like, yeah, I saw like somebody asking in chat.
Wait. You made it through the lava wall?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're admitting to griefing?
Oh, no, I mean everyone's X-rayed. I've done so much shit on PG. Like, I think literally everyone has X-rayed.
I haven't. I
yeah.
have an
Classic
X-ray.
confession cast.
I don't think I have either.
I've
Me
only
neither.
broken one
Dude.
law. I think you're projecting.
Cave mode,
I mean, like,
the most.
yeah, and like I think in January 2020, I posted a picture of myself, like onto like I think it's Minecraft or I think it was Soup or something like that. A picture of Elytra saying got my first Elytra, and you can see that I was like, cause I was paid in DB for it, and you can see in the background there's like green highlighted bits where an X-ray on, and I quickly used it, and no one noticed. Yeah. I mean, Bacon Town, I basically just like followed. I mean, Cheesy didn't realize you could use Nether. Well, she obviously asked in chat, but she didn't realize you can use Nether portals to go around and like where the highways were. So we had to try. I literally like made us walk like 6-7 blocks or something insane like that. Towards it. And there's a bunch of guys there. Like I've got guys. If you ask, I should probably tell you. There's some like random guy whose entire house was like, I think it was a 1x1 block in the whole of the ground. But he logged off like a week later. Never heard of again. And then from after that, I just started like playing, because obviously during lockdown, so like everyone else, we had more time then. I just started playing more and more, gonna get into it, and yeah, and then that's why I'm here today. And there's also, you know, does anyone remember the Super Socks thing?
Soup sucks?
No? Oh, well, there's, I think Emerald posted it. Like we thought ourselves really well. We were really naive, and we thought we were like the best town ever and some shit. Like every rando town does. And everyone was talking about how amazing Soup was, and I would look. And I as a rando just put in chat, Soup sucks. and then the entire like general ones of Soup, which I hadn't joined yet. I joined a couple months later. Like as I said, everyone posted a screenshot of it, and everyone just went like, "What the fuck is Dan Randos doing?" It's really funny. Back in it. But I never actually realized that like happened, like the reaction to it, for months later. And there's I forgot the guy's name. Wasn't it not Jay. There was a guy who like denied the Holocaust or some shit. I
Was
some people know. He was like a
yeah.
That sounds like Jay.
no. It was he was on.
It was the libertarian guy.
yeah,
wasn't it?
that guy.
Terjul?
Whatever that guy's
Who
name.
drive.
Terjul. Yeah.
Yes, that guy. Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, and I remember he joined the Discord and spent like an hour arguing with us about why bacon was actually bad and soup was better. And like it was stupid of us to argue with him, but it's funny like people got so pissed over that. You know, just some randos in a shitty town actually caring about it. Yeah. Anyway, I've answered like 5 questions at once there, but oh well.
It's
Oh, well.
fine. We have like 56. If you cut any of these
Yeah.
out, then that's a good thing, Plastic. That's a positive.
True.
I only remember you is in one memory of you being the Bacon Town rando, because I think you were the guy that stopped Hypsy's uprising in Bacon Town. Do you
What?
remember that?
I mean, like a lot of this shit is really faint to me. I don't actually, honestly. There's I have a video saved on my private stuff somewhere of of Hype's opening like a new tab and everyone's called like Hype's new leader and shit. I never remember stopping it. I remember helping Cheesy to change the names in Discord and mess around it, but I don't remember stopping it.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what happened, because I remember it was a bit.
Sure,
I mean,
yeah.
I personally do not know who it was because of the events of what happened, but
Hmm.
in like early Bacon Town, I probably told this story like 6 times in the podcast already. But in early Bacon Town, this was Bacon Town before it had Discord channels.
Oh yeah, it's really early. Yeah.
Really early, and by really early I mean this is Bacon Town before they had proper Discord channel permissions.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're-
Actually, that's part. The only reason I actually got Discord in the first place was because I think somebody. It wasn't me. Actually, no. If it was me, because me and Cheesy hadn't heard. Well, we heard Discord, we hadn't used it before. So I made a Discord account and I made the server first. I actually had ownership of Bacon Town Discord server for like 2 years when I had been actually being leader. So yeah, it's interesting. Carry on.
Yeah, the only reason why I'm using Discord, I mean, I had a Discord account earlier because I had debug something or whatever, and I had to join Discord server. But the only time I actually started using Discord as a platform was because of Grogstown, and I wanted to make a Discord for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Back in the story.
so yeah, there was no permissions, so yeah, I think it was Banana Pirate was the first guy to, it was either Banana Pirate or Hypesy first, where, oh yeah, it must have been Hypesy. It was Hypesy first, who decided to use @everyone because the Bacon Town Discord got raided. There was like 40 people there. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
decided
I
to
remember
use
that.
@everyone and claim that
Yeah.
he was the new leader of Bacon Town. And then I think he did that again. And then Banana Pirate, leader of Seatown, if you don't know, came in and did the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
exact thing. And then everyone got banned.
Wait. Oh, I think I found it.
The Purge.
On the 12th, yeah, on the 12th of December, I'm assuming this account's deleted now. Yeah, please support me to be the supreme leader of Bacon Town.
The thing
Oh,
is,
that's Hypesy's account. Let me post a link to that in the podcast. If anyone wants to see it.
the thing is,
Yeah, that was the OG.
yeah, everyone got banned. Actually, wait, you have to. Oh, sorry. Part of my desk just
Yeah,
collapsed.
he has the receipts.
Anyway.
Whoa, that's not good.
I thought that everything got wiped too.
It probably did. I mean, I don't remember it at all.
But yeah,
Like,
because
if you 2 years ago, I probably could say, but it's just been so long since, and I kind of wiped out my memory at all. But yeah, if you ever got Cheese in your podcast, she'll probably remember. But good luck getting that sorted out.
Good luck.
yeah, the thing is that when that all happened, someone from Bacon Town banned all of us, and there was only 2 people that I think had permission to do that. It was Cheesy
Oh,
or
no.
it was you, and I think everyone
no,
blamed
no.
you.
Yeah, I think I remember that, actually. Yeah, because I was Rando's initial reaction was just to get rid of everybody, and just like, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, it was me, and I remember we were always really confused why like everyone like shitting us for it. Who knows, really stupid decisions. So I'm eating cake at the same time as talking. Yeah, no, I remember that now. That was kind of funny,
So
and it kind of added to like, 'cause obviously we were Rando Town, but it kind of exemplified that and made it even worse. But it's fine looking back though.
yeah, I don't think that helped end Hypesea's
Yeah,
reign at all.
sure it is.
I think that only bolstered support for Hypesea. I mean, today, Bacon Town's Discord profile is still half of Hypesea.
Yeah, well, we compromised. I mean, we literally built a statue for him and then TNT'd him, but you know,
I designed
it's a
that
love-hate
statue.
relationship.
It was a beautiful statue. That was the start of a great business.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Speaking of, I designed like 4D statues for you, and you didn't use any of them.
Yeah.
well, no,
Yeah, I mean, you know,
It's
it's
really funny. So we had Oh, so if you remember the Bacon, if you remember Bacon, sorry, so you know the castle, which is his castle, right?
Yeah.
And if you went like I don't know what direction, but if you follow along the path, and there'll be like a bit of a bridge that I built, and so we actually planned to have an entire bit along there. That's all statues, like a row of like Bacon pioneers. It sounds so cringe saying it now. All people that kind of went towards and joined a group of Bacon. Each of a little kind of like bio, and they're all like, really well decorated and shit. So I thought, okay, I have some DB. I'll all of these great statues from Submadoge, and then we never did it. I mean, I guess apart from I think my statue we almost built that all similar place. I remember at least getting materials for it, but yeah, that's kind of funny.
I like that you said you had some DB. You had to pay me like 2 stacks of diamond blocks for that.
Yeah,
Some.
The amount of DP I had was limited to how much I could extract, right? Like, and you found out, and how much stuff I could sell. If you remember, I was selling towards like yeah. So when I started Bacon Hall, I go on to like I think it was something like 250 DB debt from paying randos. They able to take it out.
oh yeah, you
Yeah,
did have that,
yeah.
didn't
I'm pretty sure actually the only reason Little Caesars is here is because I'm him joining, Jackie joining, and then getting them to actually put mine out, and I think you mined something like 10-20 chunks. I have a spreadsheet still, but yeah,
You still.
and I still haven't paid you. I'm pretty sure. I never did.
You haven't paid me either. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's
Sure, I got paid.
really funny about how I think. I mean, obviously, it's answering the question later, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, I think like, Bacon Hall was the moment actually turned me and Will's Bacon Town from a rando town to something actually kind of serious, because it was obviously it was. It sounds cringe to say, but it was kind of record-setting project to do,
Mhm.
and it's helpful, but also really fun, and also the second time because I literally I got like one person stand up spawn on a boat, and then promised like DB to any new person who joined and give them like a pickaxe and stuff, and I think the amount of people we've got something like 50-60 randos to join, and only like 10 of them retained, but it got to the point where they were having like I think 5 to 10 randos on every single time, mining the hole constantly, and a lot of those people. Actually continue to stay on. Occasionally we paid them. Sometimes,
Maybe.
I would say at least maybe I think 10% of 10-50% of one of 17 people who kind of was still active then were from Bacon Hole and continued to play from doing Bacon Hole stuff, which is quite a nice thing, I guess. It got to the west. Do you remember a guy called George Lewis?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he was just like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was
I
random.
know.
He was a nice
Yeah.
guy.
Mhm.
Who could help me with a bunch of tech stuff like farms and things. And him and Mitchell Pup were like I think the main powerhouses of me as well. And like he owned like something like 80 DB or something insane for like 20-30 chunks or
my
something
God.
higher.
Oh
And
god.
Mitchell Pup as well. The poor guy. He was so obviously it was 256. Well, actually it wasn't. I'll get this later. It was supposed to be 16 by 15 chunks, but I actually can't count. So we spent 2 months of our lives mining out like 15 by 16. And Mitchell Pump basically single-handedly mined out the entire floor and filled all of pink glass. And he was doing it as a grandma's on his phone and stuff. It was really sad, but yeah, it was a great project. I'm looking forward.
It was really sad.
And I got I think details in a question of this podcast, but I like 'cause I mined like something like 4 or 5 million stone. It was something 400,000
Jesus
stone.
Christ.
It was insane. Yeah, I have a screenshot somewhere by myself, and I got constantly LMB to mine, and I got literally got carpal tunnel syndrome. Had to go to the doctor and explain how I got if ever use my index finger, why it really hurts to press it down, and I had to try and say, okay, I play Minecraft a lot, okay, and I'm mining this really big hole, and I sounded so fucking stupid, but it's the cost you get playing TG.
I
Yeah.
kind of remember that now. I did forget you actually got carpal tunnel from playing
Yeah.
too much TG.
It wasn't
Well,
playing
when you
TG.
put it that way.
It was waking up at like 11, and then going slash home to slash home in the Super XP farm and slash home in Bacon Hole, and then mining for 10 to 11 hours straight, just mining chunks again and again and again, and then repairing pickaxes and doing and paying, and then occasionally trying to X-ray for diamonds to pay around days. And then keep making back again, and and that for like about a month straight I did that because because also it was part of it was during lockdown, and if I had a class, I'd just put them on my phone, mute it, and I'd just sit there mining instead of doing any kind of work. my grades at the end of the year were awful, but I had a huge hole to it to show off, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, interesting on the DB front, when we got to Anarchy, obviously we got the whole finished and we griefed it and budged and had a party. That's good. But when we got to Anarchy, Winter Stars went out like Astral, where they kept the diamonds and shit, and gave me 240, 250 diamonds DBs. And that day for Anarchy, as saying, "Oh, congrats! Last day, I might as well give you this." But then 2 hours later, he messaged me, I think on Discord or something in mail saying, "Hey, can I have all those diamonds back? Astro was trying to do a flex room when we need them, so I had to give them back, unfortunately." But it's really funny. I almost repaid my debt, but oh well.
Plastic, I do have something really unfortunate to say.
What?
We have been doing this for half an hour, and we haven't even done 4 questions.
Okay. Actually, no. If probably answers like 6, I guess. 6, 7. If you include the later questions.
Okay, so we've done
projects.
6 questions. Oh, you know
Podcast
what?
7 hours.
I'm sorry. I just have to stop you here. We gotta
It's fine.
move,
It's fine.
we gotta
Yes,
move on.
it's gone. It's gone.
And also, I'm gonna set us even farther back behind. But Jackie, how's the milkshake going?
It's gone.
Is it done?
Yeah, I already drank it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good for you, Jackie. Plastic.
You deserve it.
Hmm?
How did you get into Bacon Town Farms?
Again, it was Bacon Hole kind of. Well, actually, no, it was so we first did, like every rando town does. We needed an iron farm, and I think DTI came from and built the like shitty small one. That everyone does the like one of 2 I got 2 villages, 2 zombies, whatever it was. Then I remember accidentally for a reporter once and seeing the soup iron farm and thinking, holy shit, this is amazing. And I kind of googled how to copy blocks and shit like that. And I eventually found Lumatica. But you obviously you can't just use set coordinates on Lumatica to make a selection. But I didn't realize that, so I got 5 or 6 stacks of Netherrack, and I basically I bridged around the farm to make a selection. With a stick, and a couple of goblins spawned as well, but I had to try and knock them off, and I got it all back, and I was terrified the mods would find out and ban me for griefing, even though I removed everything. But then we literally got that farm, copied it into Bacon Town, built it in a couple of weeks or so. Actually, no, it was like a month building, and it didn't even work as well. Like it worked for a week, then broke, but yeah, that's quite fun. and from there, I just started building bigger and bigger farms, and then. Yeah, it's spread from there, basically.
Plastic, you've answered this like 12 times already. But what was the Bacon Hole?
Yeah. Basically, we needed gunpowder, and then I thought, let's be really funny, and actually steal Astral Design, and then, Bobby, I guess, DM me the schematic, so... and then I thought, could we make this any faster? And maybe, cause I was just starting farm, so I didn't actually bother looking for design, because it was originally just a Demiser's design. And I thought, okay, let's just copy 4 of these in a row and see what we get. And then made 100k GP to compare it now, which is really good for the rates on TG. But I actually, a couple months ago, I made I kind of fully fledged it out, and I think I sent a pip to TG General. Oh, TGF General a while ago, and it's something like 4 or 5 million gunpowder hour, or 8 million gunpowder hour if you really max it out. It's insane. But because of fucking Musac limiting spawn rates and the circles for spawns, yeah, it was actually pretty slow by what could have been. Sorry, I'm ranting a bit here. we need to move on.
I hate Muzak for making the game playable.
Oh, no, I know,
The server
I
should
know.
be shut down for more gunpowder.
Uzak and his villager
Well, no,
trades.
I
I
God.
don't have enough.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I kind of understood it because, obviously, you want to run a server that's already occasionally laggy without making minimal lag. On the other hand, like it was, he originally was like it's like 56 and 96 instead of 128. It's in vanilla for spawn radiuses, and it just made farms so annoying to do. I suppose limited, I think it's 72 down to like 27 or 30. So let's use 32 for max the mob cap per player or something like that. And obviously, as I said, one hand it made sense, but the other hand it's just made farms and like any kind of vanilla farm wouldn't work at all. That and paper as well was hell. Anyway, next question.
DozingDoge, you have the next question.
Okay. What was the bacon bomb?
Bacon bomb was okay. I have to admit, so it was CFTL actually thought of this, even though I take the credit for it because I kind of because obviously Bacon Town Farm was like the key part of that. So basically it is obviously there was super we had no idea of that. We wanted to do something funny for Anarchy, and we thought okay, we have this huge farm we just finished with a bunch of gunpowder. We've got all the rockets we need. How about we make a huge TNT cube, about 50 by 50, and it was. I mean, I've the spreadsheets or numbers somewhere, but it was something like 4 million gunpowder, or something insane like that. So it was, I think 3 or 4 days of just sitting hitting creepers. By the way, with auto hit or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna cheat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 or 4 days just go reaching mining sand for hours and hours and hours. I mean, it was. But then after we brought this, well, we and technically super spell because it happened at the same time. But we brought the server TPS to like 1, and it was well worth it. And we chunked down music a couple of times when it went off. But I thought it was so insanely like music. So music. If you go to the, well, actually no, there's screenshots somewhere in Soup I sent of like music just saying what the fuck is this, and I asked him. I see him find the DM I send in the podcast later, and I asked him if I get banned for it, and he was like, "No, the more team forward was kind of funny, so we'll let you slide." But yeah, it was the whole way originally left was way smaller than it should have been because music logged on and manually removed like half his TNT, so the server could actually function, and it was still like 3 TPS for an hour or so, and it crashed like 5 times. It was so good.
Unfortunately, I almost found this out the hard way, but on the TGN archive, the bacon bomb still does exist, and
Yeah, it does.
there's a lot of buttons around that I was pressing.
Oh, that's what you were talking
no.
about.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, there's so many buttons here. Like, what's underneath them? And it's just the bacon bomb.
The bacon bomb.
That was one concern we had because like obviously this picture somewhere in Bacon Town. I'm sure I sent it somewhere. So we had to make it as secret possible. So like it was only like I think 10 people were allowed there. It was like me, George, Misha, Pup, Cheesy, DTI, I think Rice, some people I can't remember. There's a screenshot I said somewhere. And so the entire area that we built it in was all flooded and all underwater. We had to use a conduit to get around because we were terrified of something just like one arrow, or whatever, or flint and steel, and the entire thing would go. We kind of we put like 4 or 5 layers of dirt underneath it. It was, but we purposely, because we did almost think about setting off pre-anarchy, but we wanted to, just as kind of a fuck you to Bacon Town. Why not? But we kind of also thought as we found out, it would be funny to leave it on the world download for somebody to find out, which obviously did happen.
Unfortunately, it did.
Yeah.
Well, that just happened.
I am kind of glad you didn't detonate that before Anarchy because
Yeah.
Avalon, I think it's Avalon. There's a lot. They all sound the same. They're all very similar names. On 1.17 did blow up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's still in ruins on the archive.
That was
Yeah.
from the wedding. Yeah.
Nina and Christy's
Well,
wedding.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of weddings, it's probably a question. I don't know if it's a question about it, but the bacon weddings are truly glorious. Like, there's, I think on the, I can't remember which one it was. Either Leon Hype Seeds, one of them anyway. We actually blew up the same area that the bacon bomb was in. We blew up, and basically flattened it. And we spent like about a month or so like redoing it all, because and obviously no one, it was our fault, so we assumed nobody going to roll it back. And then it was all really nice, and we basically finished rebuilding the houses, and it was kind of terraform, looked really good. And then they rolled it back a month later, which is super annoying. But yeah,
Wow.
so mean.
Average TG mod.
For real. It's all Cheaterdic's fault. It was. I'm pretty sure it was his wedding that caused it.
We don't like that guy.
I think if anything goes wrong in your life ever, you can blame Cheese Addict. I don't think he minds.
It's always short people. It's Cheese Addicts and Kitsia are the worst.
Yeah, short people are the
Kitsia.
worst. They ruin the world.
Little gremlin goblins.
We should have another genocide. I think that would really, if we got rid of all short people, maybe that would make the world better.
That's going on in the shorts, yeah.
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 YouTube shorts.
I was stuck off Bernie Sanders when it was.
Little Caesars, Jackie, Garfield dude.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Uh-oh. I haven't paid attention. Do you know what it is?
I know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I didn't. I've told you this. Can I get a hint?
Can I get a hint? It's the one listed at the top.
Where does your Discord profile picture come from?
So my one.
Wait. Sorry. Before you start talking, I should probably announce we're at the end of the questions I prepared. For the next several minutes, all of these questions are coming from Plastic himself, so blame him if they're bad.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. So my one IO friend that joined like the TGF. It was in, like, I think it was just like I joined like December-ish. Yeah, basically just drew my PFP and MS Paint. And for some reason, like everybody thinks the like ginger bit is his beanie, which is not. I have very unfortunately have ginger hair. It's a real shame. Yeah.
It's so clearly a beanie. That's what it is.
Oh, is it?
Well, if you do the slash PFP, you can see it looks like hair, but obviously
No, it doesn't.
in like the actual large format, it looks like hair, but no, in the small bit, it doesn't.
No.
Anyway,
no.
next question.
Even in the big.
Stop arguing. You have questions to do. Get on.
Accept this,
Oh,
Bubba, accept
move
it.
on.
Okay. Plastic. What did you do on TG 1.16, 17? Any most liked / hated projects?
I've already talked enough about 116, like bacon hole stuff. 117. I got to building 117 actually. So if bacon server's still up, I haven't played Minecraft in literally like almost a year now. Yeah, so I got into kind of designing, but kind of like cute medieval kind of streets and roads, and I just nicked stuff from Blue Nerd and added my paths in, but that was good. And then also, so we did my theme of causing huge amounts of lag to a server continues. So I made several bartering farms, because it was yeah. So basically, George Lewis wanted to make if anyone wants to kind of look into 2B2T culture, there's that Valkyrie base, the one by like pirate guy, Jack Pirate. Anyway, it's huge mega base guy made an end with like millions of quartz, which obviously we thought we need quartz and obsidian, so we made a bartering farm for that. And it was like 400-800k an hour, but because of being paper, the sorting system kept breaking, and when you have that kind of speed of that many items happening an hour, if a storage system breaks, then that's 800k items an hour suddenly appearing in like one block, which is not fun for the server. And we also had, because I was still somewhat learning tech in Minecraft, I decided to use 1,200 hoppers as part of the collection system in total.
Oh.
Yeah. So and music logged on one day and asking why there's so much lag in the Nether, and it was solely our bartering time. It was solely the bacon time bartering time hoppers. All I think 95% unlocked as well as all the items, as well as it was like. Yeah, I think 28. Yeah, something like from 96 to anyway. It was like eight compartments, something like 16 to 20 pigmen, as well as like thousands and thousands of gold. So it's stupid laggy, and we chunk banked it once or twice as well, which is kind of funny. Yeah, that was probably the highlight of my projects in 1.17. And then some idiot guy shut the server down. So rude.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Honestly, yeah.
Never
What a
liked that guy.
loser.
Yeah.
He sucks.
It's been considered, but I've still yet to officially invite Vilhu onto the podcast.
You should invite him.
Yeah,
Bring
we
him on.
should, yeah.
Just one
It'd be kind of
question.
funny.
Let's have a little chat. You know.
Yeah,
I mean,
Let's have a chat about
Yeah.
what he's done.
just one question. The
crimes.
question is why.
Yeah, I mean,
Why did
I mean
you do
there's
this?
over 432 mentions of Vilhu. None of them he's replied. Most of them are just saying "fuck you" on soup.
Yeah, I've
So, yeah, perhaps he'll respond to you, maybe.
I've actually been DMing him like almost.
Oh yeah, the bread.
Oh yeah, you have.
Yeah, I've
uh,
DM'd
uh,
him like, I haven't done it for the past several months, but I DM'd him like every day for like 3 months, and he did not respond.
I got banned from the Usher Teenagers for most. I like when it happened. I pinged because he was like saying, everyone's complaining about it, and he says some comment like, "Oh, I'm so glad that these meds like done my feelings," and I was like, oh, "Perhaps you should start like talking and take them again." And he just instantly 12-point misuse in complaints or whatever, and I was absolutely nuked. And until I think about, you know, the ice cream video for Return to Lobby, right? And there's a scene where I ask on like the surfer. Yeah, the only reason I found out I actually got unbanned, because of course no one replied to my appeal, was I just randomly joined like a couple months ago to do that video and found, oh my god, remind me, which is obviously
Oh,
And you're
really
a coward,
glorious. I'm
aren't you?
so glad I'm unbanned from the teenagers Discord server. Yeah.
That's
Well, I
bullshit,
think-
by the way. I
Well,
told
it's a new
someone
account.
said someone in Minecraft asked a question and said, "Is this a misuse of Vilhu's power?" I responded yes, and I still haven't been unbanned.
yeah. It's really funny.
It's been
Yeah,
years.
there's a bunch of oh, again on the archive we talk about later. There's a bunch of funny screenshots there somewhere. Anyway, next question.
Oh, okay, I guess you control the podcast now.
Yeah, I am the host now
yeah.
for the second time.
DozingDoge, shoot the next question.
Okay. What did? Oh fuck. What do slash did you enjoy most? The most on the server, and what do you enjoy most doing IRL?
On the server, I always think TG and TGF was and is the kind of the curse and blessing, because there are some like the community, I mean, as a whole, is because there are some genuinely great people here. Of course, everyone on the podcast here. Maybe apart from Submadoge, I would say he's awful. I hate him.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, he was an
Die.
Whoa, relax,
No,
relax.
stand it.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
okay. Yeah, there are some great people here I've met and I still talk to 3 years later who are really funny and, you know, nice to talk to. And there are some really awful people, which are why I'm at the archive, but again, we'll get to that later. Yeah, the only reason people kind of, well, ironically, people leave because of the community usually, but then a month later they come back because there's 2 people that are nice to talk to and they want to talk to them again. It's often the case. So yeah, that's probably the best thing and most thing I enjoy about the community. So I enjoy about the server is community. Outside, I don't have a lot of hobbies. Like any average TG or TGF person, sadly. No, I really enjoy reading a lot. I plan to do English at university, and I really enjoy politics. So that's, I guess, a hobby. Kind of looking into that and learning about that. And I also I have a huge passion in music as well. I play guitar. I've been playing since I was literally like 7-ish. Probably not a career, but a nice thing to do. And if I wanted a degree in it, I could. Which is quite nice. But yeah.
Plastic, it's been 40 minutes and we still have like 30
Yep.
questions.
This
But
is
did
the
you
longest
want to
podcast ever.
did you want to do the music bit?
What is the music
Are we,
bit?
are we doing the music bit?
Oval isn't here. I mean, I can. Where's my
Did you just call me Oval?
yeah.
He said Oval isn't
No,
here.
Oval is not here.
I kind of made up this. Like, it's gonna be like a intro bit. And then the outro guitar solo you mentioned. Right, that's it.
Those are very
that's what I
short.
think those
The
and
outro
you-
lasts like 5 minutes, Plastic.
Bravo.
Sorry,
Vince.
Sorry. It's like literally minutes to do that. Anyway, next
I mean, I
question.
read this for
Anyway,
weeks,
next question. That's
and
the
that
music
was
bit.
it.
It's the music bit. It's done. It's done.
Okay.
Little
Okay.
Caesars. Little Caesars
It's
Jackie.
over.
What is the next question?
Okay. All right, Elite Plastic. Tell us something mildly interesting about yourself.
Fuck, I'm not that interesting. That was a really bad question.
Plastic, you made this question.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was trying. I think it's to think of because without a question, it would be 24, so 25 questions. Fuck. I'm not.
A fun
I'm not that
fact.
interesting at all.
Fun.
But I was like, you had like 2 weeks to look at these and think of answers.
I've already said the only interesting thing I do is read books and play guitar and ask questions. So there's some. I've already said I almost joined TGN. That's the interesting bit as a player I've done. There's not a lot I can talk about. I guess. No, it's just nothing. Next question. No, I'm not interested.
Okay, sure.
All right.
I think it's me next. Plastic, what is the thing you regret most on TG/TGF?
Clearly joining, as everyone does.
True.
Listen, you seem so uninterested in these questions that you wrote. You
I know.
wrote them.
The thing. I'm realizing I've answered a lot of these kind of red. Like the last one example, I've already, like interesting as a player. Okay, almost joined TGN. Could have been TGN. That's somewhat interesting. Interesting as a person. Likes reading politics and who has a career in that is somewhat interesting. But I can't say that again. So, yeah. I'm trying to keep it brief, okay, for the sake of the podcast. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting.
Okay.
That's fair, that's fair. Yeah.
DozingDoge, choose the next question.
All right. What was Cage Base and what happened to it?
Okay, so I actually can talk about. So yeah, so it's 118. So obviously, I've always had a kind of secret fascination for digging stuff underground, digging hole, and I always love those kind of mega bases people put underground with like hidden entrances and stuff that are like covered in obsidian and shit. And I always watched like faction stuff as a kid on YouTube. I know I thought that was great, so I decided in 118 we'd make this amazing cage base where the entrance would be literally just like a 10 by 10 iron bar cage with decoration inside. And the entire thing is be huge, kind of underground base of farms and everything, and be covered in obby and well protected. Have this really nice kind of like unique design, infinity mirror doors, and it was yeah. I got half it designed. I mean, you probably have seen some screenshots. I sent like a lot of in gaming and TGF, and yeah, the entire premise to be is kind of hidden entrance, and then you basically have to break into the cage to go into it, and then you put a key card inside one of the barrels. And it will basically the entire floor of the cage will rise down like kind of evil kind of villain base almost like
Yeah.
and shit, yeah, like that. About 120 blocks, so almost to bedrock. And then from there you go along the cage base, and you have this like so you have infinity mirrors, right? In Minecraft you get a bunch of like layered, so you put like one block of grey or whatever stained glass, and then air, and then so on and so on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. So the entire base, which would have been pretty huge, would have been those kind of floors, about 10 layers. Which would be very, very fun to actually gather survival. And obviously it's on bacon stuff still. I doubt it's even up anymore, but yeah, it was really cool. And so we picked a location with an end portal, handedly, because obviously I want to make that. So the idea was that we have there's probably a picture in cage somewhere of Member's picture wrong, because my ramblings on it. We have one bit. Okay, so trying to explain it, it's quite artificial to kind of put to words. So has anyone seen the Hermitcraft series, right? And they have that kind of big. I'm not sure if it's the newest one, but one of the newer ones. And there's the Nether Portal room, like kind of or Nether Portal hub. It's that kind of huge black square with the stars in it and stuff. Has anyone seen that? Fuck. Well,
No.
Someone.
I can imagine it.
Yeah. So they have this kind of. So it's big, kind of black. It's really well done. Black concrete cube. It's huge, and they have little kind of nether stars and clear portraits. So pinned item frames on the walls. It's like sparkling stars, and they cut out random blocks inside the walls and then put colored beacons. So when you're inside there, it's just huge black space, like a void almost. But obviously you can walk around it, and then because there'd be kind of like floating islands and stuff, and it was so cool. And then brought in the middle, and then we got some that designed. Like we got the Mean Ghosty, which is another rando I kind of worked with. Yeah, got half that design. And we also had the Nether Portal room, which actually was finished, which was it was a huge infinity mirror, kind of great stained glass bottom, kind of big dome, with kind of like black layer terracotta, concrete shulk blocks and stuff on the ceiling. Around pattern. Anyway, it's hard to put into words. And it was a project that we kind of thought of, put so much effort and we never actually built because, 118 died and we all were bored. Anyway, I've answered way too long for that question, so next one.
Okay. No time to respond. No time to do anything. What is it? It's probably me, sure. If TGF somehow managed to become alive again, would you actually build it?
Oh, this one, yes, you can respond to. Yeah, it's quite sure. Yeah, I totally would. I think if TG returned to like early 116 level, I think everyone would play again. But you know, everyone moves on, don't they? And yeah, if I had like no school, yeah, I would have continued to do it. And I kind of I wanted to aim, you know, like the astral bases, like those, but even better. That was kind of the aim.
Those bases.
And all kind of, and it all be underground, all connected and shit. It'd be so cool. But yeah,
Better than
respond
Astral.
like you want.
That's difficult. I've seen, because
That
they,
is
like,
difficult.
They had that big ice dude. That big ice dude was cool.
Yeah,
That is a big ice dude.
That big ice dude. Loved the big ice
the,
dude.
the idea of the stained glass stones, but you totally ripped off from. I think Bacon Town was ripped off from half Astral, half Soup. So Astral we stole. Astral was sort of the idea because they were actually doing the I'm sure you remember, like everyone was mining Astral Hole, weren't they, for a while, and then we slipped and we started a month later, actually around my birthday, I think. It was just after Valentine's event, so just before that we started, and then yeah, we ripped off we ripped off the Astral base design for cage base, but yeah, anyway,
Astral built another
Wow.
dome, by the way. They built another one.
another dome. Wow.
They
By
made
Astral,
on-
you mean
on-
like 2 people of Astral.
2 people of Astral on the Earth
the last
and
that's Max.
brain cells
built
of the
another dome.
Astral hive mind.
It wasn't even on TGF. It was on Earth MC.
Plastic.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think,
yeah.
I think Plastic's the only one here that's not involved in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so D-Turkey's pinging me, and that in Rocket Serve as well. It says join, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, and I get to sorting mobs, and I think, oh, I cannot be asked, and I play Warframe instead, or I go outside. So yeah,
That's fair.
Reasonable.
Very valid.
and the reason it's been like that the reason I haven't played Minecraft for about a year or so, like seriously playing Minecraft, is because of that. It's just the effort, because I have like something like 300 mods installed, and I'm not explaining why, but yeah, it's not fun. Anyway, next question.
Okay. DozingDoge, the next question.
All right. Why did you get kicked out of content team?
One word got.
TGF.
Actually, there's a really funny screenshot of this. I'll see if we send it in podcast. Yeah, well, basically, so you know, I'm sure I remember. Got posted that like random thing from Solar. I barely remember who it was anymore. And then he asked me to post it in like Classic 7 ping everyone, which I did.
Oh, that was
And then-
Solar.
So sorry. Got told me to post the thing and Solar said, yeah. And then hang on, I'll see if I find it. Yeah, there's a if you go to TGF, there's a friend suggestions. I could post just about like shit posting being dead or something, and if you go onto the thread, so Solar, obviously because no one officially said I was kicked out of CT. I wasn't. Also, the channel disappeared. Solar said, since when the fuck would you leave CT? And then it's like he got removed, and then it's been about a week or so since, still no reply saying, it's been like a month, 2 months since they kicked me out. So I've been moving there. Anyway, next question.
Anyway,
Okay. You are very demanding, Plastic.
Well, it's because I'm aware of time, and I mean no one's listening to it, but you know,
He's got to get a
there's
move
one
on.
listener that might listen to the
Plastic
way
has a
through, we will
meeting
get
in
short
10
possible.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
oh no.
Very busy man.
Jackie, next question.
Yeah. Why did you do the essays, and are you much of a doomer IRL as you sometimes are in TGF? I don't know what
Yeah.
that question means, but go ahead and answer it.
Yeah. I am as much as a doomer as I am in TTF, yes. Because I live in Britain, so you know it's pretty natural, isn't it? Yeah, the essays, because I always say I like literature and stuff, and I like writing essays, like in general, outside of TGF. So it was half an excuse for me to write in a kind of ranty political way, which I obviously, you know, as a fan of politics, and if anyone here looks at the Plastic Surf Politics channel, I do a lot. And also, because for some reason I thought, I could be the hero here, and I could like Communist Manifesto my way and make TG great again, which is super naive and super stupid to me, and I cringe at it now. And Tia is completely correct in just doing nothing and just letting it, slowly sink away. But yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
manifestos do you
If
actually
Submadoge was Karl Marx, then you're definitely Lenin. Plastic.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
did
definitely.
you write any manifestos, Plastic?
Yeah, actually, me, H, and Dragon. I wonder if the group chat's still there. We almost did actually. We did start. It's it's on my shared documents on my Google Drive. We almost wrote like a TG manifesto thing about like all the issues there, and CFTL as well actually. But of course, we talked about it and didn't get anywhere. But yeah,
I wrote three manifestos, plastic.
manifestos.
Why would you
Yeah.
do that?
And those like all the fanfics, which are okay, I guess.
I wrote the 3 manifestos
fanfics
solely to updo plastic for this one moment in the podcast where I can say I've written more manifestos than he has.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a good use of your time, I think.
Uh,
It is.
If you include the ones I write, like actual like, I write essays and like literature and stuff, part of school and part of it for enjoyment as well as political stuff. It's probably near 20-30, but that I write in part because it's enjoyment, and part because they look very good when applying to unis. So yeah. So
Yeah,
perhaps
yeah, that's
if ever if and when I apply for Oxford, of course, as a smart person I am, or Harvard, whatever, I'll include the TGF essays as well as evidence.
That'd be wonderful.
Evidence that this guy can write.
You can use my
Wrote
essays.
that
You
in,
can,
yeah.
you can plagiarize.
Yeah.
Yeah, these essays that you sent us about TGF, you didn't write
Damn.
these.
Yeah.
They're not yours.
He's got a ghostwriter.
Plastic, you seem to like music. What happened to the Iceway Men?
So hang on, I'm pouring some water. Give me a second.
Give him a second.
Too busy for
I
podcasts,
poured
all
water.
water.
Yeah, no. So it was. I always describe it as like the ADHD band kind of because so. Yes, it was like me, Tick Got, Split Fisk, Xpixel, Hexpix later, and we all obviously has we all play instruments or like music and stuff, and we wanted to make a shitty parody band. Oh, sorry, CFTA as well. Completely forgot. Yeah, we want to make an agent as well. Sorry. Do you mind? Yeah. We want to make a shitty parody band that's like obviously better than the Beatles. And we thought, okay, let's try this, and we made like one album and the original song. But so we have something like at least 20 song ideas. Some of them half written out. But when I say most ADHD band ever, and we will literally like talk for a day straight if nothing else, and we'll be doing it. The last album we did was done basically 2 days, and then the server will die for 3 months, and then suddenly come alive again because somebody has an idea. But currently our dead phase is pretty long, so I'm unless somebody else does something, it's probably nothing new soon, unfortunately. But yeah.
I think that answers will you make another album? Unless you have more.
Yeah.
I-
I really should use Slash when making these questions, but yeah.
DozingDoge.
Oh,
What?
DozingDoge.
Never
oh no,
mind.
so on the question you mentioned, it says, "Are you better singer than Katsuya?"
I was just gonna ask
Yes, I am.
DozingDoge.
I am.
Dozing was about to ask the question, Plastic.
Oh,
You
I'm
can't just
sorry,
ask the
I'm sorry.
question yourself. You've already told us when we can stop talking, but now you can't just ask the questions to yourself and then answer yourself. This isn't
to
just
To
your
be fair to
podcast.
him, it was like it was part of the
Very
other
true, boy.
question. So like you probably should have asked them.
I wasn't gonna ask him
Well,
3
yeah.
questions in a row.
Everyone
Or
just shut
whoever
up.
was asking that one. but-
I'm
yeah.
the host now. Sorry. I
He's
think
the host now.
That's just,
he's doing such a poor
Right.
job of it.
Plastic,
keeps
you have the
missing
next
podcasts.
question.
Does anyone IRL know about TGF?
No, that's not
I've
the
got- I've already-
question, Plastic.
I've got my own list to use.
What do you mean you've got your own list? We have
Yeah.
questions for you. We have a whole channel dedicated to this, Plastic.
You do?
Yes!
Wait, where was that? Yeah, shit.
Where do you think we're reading from?
My balls.
We have our own group chat, and we're just reading from there.
And we're not letting plastic in.
Yeah.
You're
Sorry.
clipping real hard. I'm not clipping. I would never clip. Shut up, Blue.
Some of those you never get angry at how shitty this podcast is. Silence.
Plastic, do the question, damn it.
Which
Who
one is
do you
it?
want to do the
It's in questions
The
for
first
guests.
one.
Okay, but which
The first
question is it?
one.
Hang on, where are we?
The first one.
The first one.
Very top one. It's a
Do you
top
want to
one.
be a host or not, Plastic?
He's been
Oh
deleted.
no, I
on
don't
one.
want to be a host.
Can I just ask the question? I'll ask the question.
Yeah,
Doesn't ask the question.
Okay. Are you a better singer than Kataza?
Yes, and also the tune, whatever, the Cheese and Crack was so. I stole it. It was gonna be our next album. I stole it from Well, is it Reset 9 Return to Lobby or Reset 9 New or something like that? Yeah, we stole it from TGDC, from Sigma, because it gave us a bunch of like stuff to lyrics to do. And then somehow that found it to Katsuya. But the version she made is completely shit. It should have been black and black with the backing, and it just does not suit it. Anyway,
Should have been
video's pretty
us.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you have a stronger opinion over this than me, the actual writer of the song.
Yeah. It's all high quality micro parody. How dare you steal it?
I co-wrote that.
Anyway.
I think it was Ninjas and Zeg. We both wrote that
Yeah,
together
yeah.
in a
Yeah,
a
that
channel.
sounds about right.
It was a beautiful, beautiful song, and Kazuha
Yeah.
has butchered it twice now. Twice now she's butchered it. and
Twice?
ruined it. Twice.
Well, yeah,
was
the
first
original and
time?
then the version she made for the video.
What was
Oh,
the
yeah.
original?
You've actually probably seen the original, Jackie. Because
You've probably seen it. You've probably heard it.
I used the clip of the original for the meme where she in it with the Family Guy meme. If you've seen that.
Yeah, I mean the only good Katsuya song is a diss track against her. Honestly, that Tit made.
I haven't even seen that one. I do
Wait.
not have access to it.
Perhaps I'm going to say.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
I
Diss
swear,
track.
I swear they didn't make him a diss track in the show. Was it just Soken? Because the Soken one I've seen, but I swear he said they make Katsuya one.
There was a cat as a one, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Katsuya. I can't see the name yet. Yeah, cool. Anyway, next
Little
question.
Caesars. Garfield eating drywall dude. What's the next question?
Profile picture, Submadoge.
Profile picture.
Hey.
Profile picture.
Life. You know about
Caesar, you've cut out every 2 seconds. I didn't know a
Yeah.
thing you said.
No,
Just
does anyone know
talk.
Ariana about TGF to TGF? I've already said, yeah.
Oh,
actually,
okay, you're just
apparently-
answering the question yourself now. You're just cutting Caesars
I
out
am,
of the
I am.
cast.
Yeah.
He's gone.
We're going for almost an hour now, and we're on to like what? Third through
We've too
at a
many.
push. Yeah, so my parents do, but they don't really care about it at all. They call my everyone like Discord online friends. It's the phrase they use.
Yeah.
And then there's one
Yeah.
IRL friend, but they don't remember anymore. It was been ages ago. I don't really talk that much anymore. So
you don't talk to your girlfriend that much anymore?
no IRL friend. I have no pictures, unfortunately.
I was
Yeah.
about to say it would be really funny if you did have a girlfriend and you ditched her for TGF.
The perfect date. Bacon town date.
Perfect date.
The first bacon town wedding.
Let's go.
Cheesy bacon bits would make a great wingman.
I don't think so. I think she would be quite the opposite.
No, they have.
Okay, Selma. Don't need to be so rude.
I'm gonna be rude. I'm gonna continue to be rude to cheesy bacon bits.
Wow.
Plastic asked the last question. Caesars, try again. Try again, Caesars.
Okie doke. Hey, Plastic. Who would you be most scared to fight on TG?
First Tit, then Winter Stars, then anyone below that. Actually, no, then DTI, then anyone below that I could probably beat.
You're scared to fight DTI?
Because I'm really bad at PvT. This is the interesting thing. Like every like, on 117, and actually end of 116 as well. I absolutely, I was like the toxic dono kind of stereotype. I sat in never highlights waiting for people because obviously it's boring as fuck. Like, no one joined.
Yeah.
No one did anything there. So I sat in highways and waited for randos to join, and then use the good old rando DB trick to get them on there, and then either dim down lottery them. I had helped it with that. Or I just murdered myself and take the stuff until they leave. And then there was some pretty funny reactions as well. Again, it's all on the archive, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. And Tira I'm scared to fight. I know, Tira I'm scared to fight. Because he always didn't give a shit about the rules. Like, even when it's on a team of Cage, shooting all and the same thing in the lottery, he would still like hit me and murder all of us relentlessly. Actually, no, he didn't really kill me because I was so shit at PvP. And even with Toggle, he's still terrifying because he doesn't get shit rules, and he also doesn't get banned as well, or at least pun banned. Yeah.
Tit is an entity.
Yeah, generally, it's terrifying.
I have the next
He's not
question.
human.
Plastic, who would you be most scared to fight IRL?
Again, Tit. if I saw John Lennon walking towards me, holding an axe, I would run. I would run.
Why is Titanium Cow John Lennon?
If you're not seeing his face reveals and stuff, he literally has the glasses and the hair of John Lennon. and it's
I've
pretty
seen
scary.
Tit's face. Who do you think I am?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were Little Caesars.
Yeah.
No,
how'd
he's
you know?
Jackie. He's Jackie. He's not
Oh,
Little
sorry,
Caesars.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, my parents, because for our holiday this year in summer, we had options to go. My parents are going to choose either Norway, Denmark, or Spain, and Norway, the place I wanted to go to was I'm not gonna say where Tit lives, but it was remarkably close to there. And I thought on one hand it could be kind of funny, get a selfie, post in general. On the other hand, I do not trust Tit to murder me in the woods and leave my body there, and then and I never found again. So we went to Denmark instead.
Oh, that sucks. I think about
Yeah.
the stars, Plastic. The general stars. You would get at least
general
10.
stars.
You would get at
The
least
winter
10 stars.
stars.
Oh, awesome.
It's all about the Discord starboard. That's the only thing that matters in life.
What are you all on about?
True, yeah. Yeah,
Dozing
yeah.
Doge?
I mean,
Yes.
Plastic,
question,
do you have more to
DozingDoge.
say? Do you have more to say, Plastic?
oh, I was gonna make a quip about social credits. Now we want good stars instead, but that's not as funny, is it? Yeah.
Those and
Expression.
those you the next question.
Okay. So, what is plastic serve?
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
There's more, by the way.
What happened to the archive, and does it still exist? I want. Yeah.
So controlling. Yes, Plastic Server is just another generic private server. So it started as a server for my IRL friends, like 4 or 5 of them. She's really sad. I had one I was still talking to them today. I had one friend, and they joined it, and then we invited 4 or 3 others, and none of them talked, and they all left a day later. That was kind of sad. And then a month or so, it just died, and I kicked everyone out, and then I made it into the archive. So the archive. So the original idea of the archive was that there's a bunch of these annoying randos who at the same time are kind of funny. So let's just everyone was screenshotting their stuff from the server or whatever on Discord and reposting it as Super whatever or Bacon when it was active. Thinking look at these idiots. So I thought I was already going to collect. I had a dump channel, so I was already collecting screenshots. So I thought, why not just make a bunch of channels with the names of randos and let's just turn to a zoo almost. It sounds really bad when I say that, but it was funny when it first started out. But then it kind of so transformed into the meme it is today about Plastic watching every single message, screenshotting every single message, and so on. Because eventually I found out there's quite a lot of annoying people, surprisingly.
Wow, really?
Surprisingly.
Crazy. Yeah, I know. So it got to the point where we had entire submissions into the channel, so people were submitting stuff, and I was sorting it. And it kind of got to the point where it was a bit creepy. I kind of matured, I guess. I thought, okay, I get why people would. There was a lot of backlash, I guess. People found out properly about it. So and then it also just became reactive as well. People just because server died and there's no less funny randos to screenshot, so just stop there. But there are more. I think the last count is something like 20 public channels, something like 60 private channels. There's more private channels there are. And some of those are old archive channels. Half of them I deleted, I think. A couple of the great, like Norman's one is still private because it's really good.
Yeah.
That's the first when Norman was first being Norman, he was really funny. And there's a couple of modern sort of selective TGF users there, which I shall not. I mean, you can probably guess. I shall not reveal the names of.
I mean,
Perhaps
if I just take a peek in general, then yeah. I think I know.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
It's not hard to guess.
Yeah.
They can do with that information as they want. But none of the archive stuff is that. Even though of course half of them are private. None of it's active anymore. I don't add any screenshots. So just in case anyone's wondering. Well,
Yeah.
you could think that. But what was the last bit of that question? I forgot. I ranted too much.
I deleted it, so you have to figure it out, Plastic. Figure it out
Hang on,
yourself.
actually, don't worry. Does it still exist? Oh yeah, I've already answered that. Yeah, cool.
Little Caesars.
Next question.
Jackie.
You
Oh,
have the question. You have the question, Jackie.
What's
the most
the
important
venting
question
room?
of the.
Hey, Dozing, I'm trying to talk here. Can you shut your dirty mouth?
Nah, no thanks.
Okay, hey, Plastic, what's the venting room? Is it real?
No, the venting room does not exist. It is not. It is not just a shitting room on people. We do not rant about occasionally politics, but we do not rant about annoying people on the server. We do not just do the archive, but on one channel. It does not exist. It never existed, and it's a bad question. Move
Good
on.
Does not
Good to
exist,
know.
and I am not in it.
Yep, exactly. In fact, even my for that matter, I don't even own Plastic Surf. I'm not even in Plastic Surf. Just
They just called you that. They called it
yeah.
that
They
to
just
blame
call me
on
that,
you.
yeah.
To any government entities who may be listening, I do not associate with any of these people.
I do.
Joe Biden.
You're gonna get
Oh, if you
arrested.
say so. DozingDoge goes to prison. That's the next podcast episode.
DozingDoge gets arrested.
Don't put me on the
No.
podcast, please. No.
For tax fraud.
You're already on the plastic.
Hey, you're a host right now.
You're a host. You're a
Yeah,
host.
true.
Plastic, Warteen Hunter, or Minecraft?
Again, it depends on mood. If you asked me a year ago, it would have been Minecraft, and now it's Warting Hunter. Partly because DTI screams at me to play it every single day. So,
DozingDoge, you the next
BC
question.
BC Kitten.
Are
You
there
didn't
any
need to say that, Plastic. You didn't need to
factors-
say that.
Awesome.
Say it.
So, are there any redeeming factors about Britain? And would you rather live in the U.S. like the majority of TGF? Sorry, I can't get through that last part without laughing.
When I wrote this, I thought, okay, someone's gonna some British joke will appear up so I can redeem myself. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there are actually. The food is surprisingly like everyone shits on the food, but actually we have a bunch of immigration, so we have really nice food, Middle Eastern and many Middle Eastern and Indian food, which is really nice. There's a lot of nice takeaways here. There's the countryside. If you go outside of the cities, it's pretty nice, especially towards the north and the east and kind of Wales and Scotland. A bunch of really nice mountains there, and also the population is really low there, which is nice. And you have some really obviously because it's an island that's been around since the forever literally. Like for example, if you go to Oxford University, the actual institution of Oxford, as well as some buildings there are from the 1100s, and it's got really good, it's got some really beautiful history and really beautiful towns. So yeah, that's quite nice. If we'd rather live in the US, probably not. If it's hard to move out, I'd probably go to some other European country, like I don't know, this fiscal like me here, probably Sweden and Norway, or one of the Scandinavian countries, because they're social democratic and they have very nice healthcare and welfare state, which is good. The US, I mean, looking at the current politics in the US and the kind of the rise of fascism, I'm not understanding anything. There is a genuine rise of fascism in the US. Banning books and stuff and DeSantis. It's terrifying.
That's really not good.
Hey,
Yeah,
Plastic,
I mean,
you should
if you wanna
move to
discuss it, I mean,
Alabama.
Classic style politics, I recommend. It seems like hell there and the kind of gun situation. So yeah, but on the flip side of that, actually, because if you for some reason follow UK politics, which I recommend it can be interesting. Our kind of government is actually switching towards the Republican Party over there, which is really scary. Like they're using the same kind of tactics, kind of culture wars and woke and stuff. And so on the other hand, if perhaps give it 10 years for current trend, we might end up becoming a shittier version, well, a more shittier version than the US in terms of politics. But yeah, sorry, I've ranted a bit about politics here. Sorry, carry on. Next question.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. Little Caesar's Jackie Garfield, man. What is the next question?
Plastic, what do you want to do, like, in real life, not relating to TGF at all?
Not going to TGF. No. Yeah, I've already ranted a bit politics quite a lot here. So yeah, I have a huge passion for the arts and humanities. Like, as I said, I write essays and I read a lot of books. I think I'm reading a book from the 1600s about clinical depression, which is quite interesting actually. But a lot of it is just about God, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So the arts and humanities I really like. I want to have a career of that. I want to go to university of that, and I'm doing pretty good in school. What's that? Maybe as a kind of writer or journalist, and obviously I have a huge passion for politics as well. So, in terms of kind of what I want to do as a kind of career, it's kind of literature, politics, humanities kind of stuff. So, yeah, writer, journalist, politician. That's my main ambitions now.
Are you going to become Prime Minister?
Because there's my local MP is a Tory, very unfortunately. Actually, he's the current Ireland secretary, so his Biden's in its visit today, he's out doing that. But yeah, my mum used to she used to be the council here, and she ran for MP in 2015. So I actually have some family connections as well as genuine ambitions to get to Parliament. On the flip side of that, the amount of, it's paid like 90k a year, which is nice, but the amount of shit you get on social media and just saying, as an actual job, it's not. I don't think it's worth it. But you can get like jobs in Parliament as bad. So a special advisor, for example, so you just advise kind of strategy to MPs and stuff and how they should vote and what policies they should make them pursue. So that's something I'd like to do. Yeah.
Plastics plan to subvert the British government.
Yeah, basically.
True.
I'll get to not PM. It's too much effort. But I'd be SPAD number 10, and I'd influence policy, and I'd make TGF compulsory. I don't know, something like that.
TGF in real life.
Yeah.
Install Tecna is king.
True.
That's definitely legal, and that can
True.
definitely happen, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Plastic, will you ever leave?
I thought about it. I think everyone's thought about it once, haven't they? That, oh, we'll leave the server, it's so shit. Yeah, I mean, one day, yeah, as everyone does, because I always feel that people will leave with a letter. I mean, I almost did, like, as I said, I almost did a couple of months ago, but tit, as usual, just a stupid idea as well as agent. Yeah, I think the only good way you can really leave, is just by slow drifting away, and I think that's, you know, because TGFers and TG has always been as, you know, shitty. It's always been kind of, like, it sounds cringe to say, but it's always been kind of growing up almost. You know what I mean? Like, we start this. Oh god, this is my humanities coming out. This is my SES. Isn't it? Yeah, we started we joined as randos, and then we kind of eventually kind of learn, develop, and I guess grow up. And by the time we've kind of grown up, either the community is dead or we moved on and got bored of it. So I'll probably end up leaving when everyone else leaves, or when I've got better stuff to do IRL. Because currently my options are reading and playing War Thunder, so you know TGF fits into that quite nicely.
Yeah.
DozingDoge, you have the next question.
Yes, I have the next question. Okay. What are your overall thoughts on the server, Discord TG, FTG? And if you got admin one day, what would you do?
Already I half answered this, but I'll say it anyway. I said most curse and blessing in existence. So I definitely lean towards more towards curse sometimes. I'm sure you would agree. Some generally awesome people I've met here, and I hope that I will continue talking to them, you know, in the future. But at the same time, man, those people are awful. I've already mentioned some, yeah, open TGO channel, and yeah, and yeah, and very annoying, and it has definitely got worse over time. But, you know, again, it's as in the last question, you know, you can just drift away slowly, and that's all right, and that's kind of what I've done. It's why I like kind of small private servers like Classic Serve, because you can just keep people you like there and talk to them, which is quite nice. And also shit on people you don't like in private. Yeah. And sorry, an answer to if I had admin, I would delete it. But any sane person would.
I'd assume that was your answer, but
Yeah, I would come. I'd be the not Nuku. It would be like Plastic Nuke. It's no really good brand for it, is there? Plastic Nuke, I guess. Yeah. Bacon Cube too, but on Discord.
Jackie, Little Caesar's Pizza Man, you have the next question.
It's your turn.
What?
it's your turn.
You're cutting out really badly, Jackie. I
Yeah,
don't know what
yeah.
you're saying.
Submadoge.
You just said my name. That's all you said.
Turn. Submadoge.
Yeah?
Sorry.
You have the next question.
You just keep saying my name, Jackie. I don't know what you mean.
I'm
by-
seeing the green light. I know it's not just your name.
I'm going to ask the question since I am now the host.
Sure.
All right. Hey, Plastic. If you could travel, if you could time travel back to the day you first joined the server, what advice would you give yourself?
First of all, do not join. Second of all, if you do somehow end up joining, you know, obviously I go on to Caesar's castle, blow it up, get TNT, destroy it all, and then let the randos room scream. In all honesty, probably about something like don't be as naive as just don't be a rando like you were in Bacon Town. It was pretty cringe. Yeah, that's it.
I would like to announce that we have gotten through every single one of Plastic's questions, and we will now move on to the worst part of the podcast, the player-submitted questions.
Yes.
To
The best part, you mean?
to start out, the first question: why are you British?
Not by choice. My parents. My dad lived in Northern Ireland, so technically half Irish. But yeah, not my choice. Just blame my parents. Very sad.
Dozing, you have the next question.
So, Plastic, when will you stop being British?
Of course, you know, the question is, do I, you know, when I go off TG, do I lose the accent? And the answer to that is yes. So I'm always to some extent stopping being British outside of TGF. So you know.
Okay.
These are some really interesting questions people have been asking.
These are some awesome questions. I love these. This is the best part of the podcast.
Little Caesar,
Reading them is just
Little
Yeah,
Caesars.
this is why I've been rushing. Yeah, these are so good questions. I actually want to get to them first.
These are the ones
That's why.
we want to get into and
Yeah,
talk
exactly,
about.
exactly.
Dive into.
Yeah. Hey, Plastic, really intriguing question for you here. Would you push the button? It'll make you British, but you'll die.
It make you not British. You read it wrong.
Not British.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I read it right. I'm smarter than you.
No, Ben. I'm only British like 30% of the time. You know, when I leave a VC, I'm normal accent. So, yeah. So
Can we hear the normal accent? Can we hear the accent shaker?
I'm not saying which accent. It's an A accent. So it's
A
an
accent.
Yeah.
Plastic.
A accent.
What is your best American accent?
I can do like hamburger, like Vadigo.
Hamburger.
Incredible.
Hamburger.
We
I went to
did-
Hamburger.
Like, that's-
Thank you.
I can only do that.
Thank you, Plastic.
That was awesome.
We need to give you an Oscar. This is the greatest performance I've ever seen.
Who's
Can I
Oscar?
still do a British?
Bravo,
whenever I
Vince
join
Gilligan.
BBC
Bravo.
DTI, he does like a Cockney accent, and it's awful, like Oliver Twist almost. So, can someone here try a British accent? I'd like to hear.
Do not
I don't-
know if I want to try. I don't want to get canceled.
I just try to sound like you. All of
Try.
politics and
Okay,
books.
I need 1 second. I have to think. I have to think.
Warm
for a
up
second.
first, of course.
I gotta warm up.
Yeah.
Governor. There we go. I did it, Plastic. I did it. I
He
win.
did it.
He
I
did the
win.
thing.
I win the game.
Well,
He
I
won.
Who
win.
wins the game?
The game.
Congratulations. The game? You just lost the game.
hang on, question. What's your favorite calculus problem dog breed? Calculus problem. I absolutely. Well, Mitch, but as you know, I absolutely
What?
loathe maths.
I-
I'm shit at it, so I will not answer the calculus problem. Dog breed. Dachshund speed.
What?
I'm very Dachshund.
Did you say
Okay.
Dachshund? What?
Dachshunds. Yeah, the sausage dogs.
Dachshund?
Yeah, things.
You do
That's
say
right, yeah.
you do say a lot
Yeah,
of
God, you
words
British people are so
really
strange.
weird. Like how do you say Cadus's name?
He says
Calculus.
Yeah, calculus.
Calculus, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I speak really quick sometimes, so I probably mispronounced it earlier. So sorry about
Sometimes.
You pronounced it like
sorry.
4
that.
different
Just,
times.
just occasionally, like once in a while, I speak.
Once in a blue moon.
Quickly. Yeah,
So-
yeah, as a treat.
Plastic. The next question. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no games,
Oh, this one.
or games, unlimited games, but no games? If I had a choice, Plastic. If I had a choice.
No,
I would make
you
sure
can't. You,
that
no,
I
no,
would
you
never
can't
ask
answer
this question on the cast. I wish that
Okay.
this question would never exist and people would stop
Yeah,
asking it.
What's wrong with it? That's a
Bacon
good
but no
question.
games. I don't know.
Ooh, like cheesy bacon bits?
I guess.
Maybe.
OG bacon.
You hear that, cheesy bacon bits? Plastic is choosing you over all video games. You're such a good friend.
For real.
DozingDoge, you have the next question.
Yeah. Okay. How much, in monetary terms, would it take you to fuck a mountain?
Whoa.
My parents are here, but I guess $3. $3 sounds.
$3.
$3. Three
Yeah,
American
$3.
dollars.
Your
That's
parents are here in the podcast.
they're in
with
the
you?
audience.
It's in right next to me. Yeah.
Wait, Plastic, are your parents Mitchell Pup and Blue Spectator?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Great. But
Tell your mom to say hi.
Hmm?
Tell your mom to say hi.
I'm not. She's. I think they're actually in bed now. It's like 10.
oh, you said
I
they
am
were
that
here.
old.
I thought they were like.
You
next
said
to you.
directly next
You
to you,
said
not
directly-
like the room
Yeah.
next to you.
I was worried. I have to explain how I'm gonna fuck a mountain, and the room is like next to my room as well. So I don't want to hear him talking to VC, explaining in great detail how I do that. So that's why I just said.
I don't think I.
We don't
want
wanna
to
know
hear
how
it.
you
I don't think
did
I
it.
want to hear it either.
Yeah, well, I'm glad he didn't, but you never know on TG podcasts. You could. Yeah.
Little Caesar's Jackie Pizza Man.
Next question.
What is the next question?
Hey, Plastic, what is your interpretation of the phrase W Riz?
Isn't like Riz like games almost? I'm not with the kids on this one.
I don't even know what you said.
Can I answer this one for him? Because I'm smarter
please,
than
Sure,
him.
you can answer the question.
Riz is like when you're trying to pick up the ladies, and you pick up the lady real well, and that's when you have W Riz.
All right, great. I'm now with down whippersnappers on their TikToks.
Good.
That's what my granddad would say. Jesus. Yeah. Anyway, next question.
Plastic, what is your favorite piece of cutlery? If you say soup spoon, you will die.
I don't know. It's Submadoge. It's a spoon. It's just a fork and a spoon.
You mean a
As
spork?
opposed to
A
a fork.
spork?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
it's
not a
different.
fork.
It's different.
Food.
It's different.
It's a food.
A food.
So does
It's
that
food.
have like, is that like mostly fork, but instead of prawns at the end, it just has like a
No,
little
no, no,
lip
no,
of
no,
spoon?
no, you get it wrong. So, imagine a spoon, right? But
Yeah.
At the end of the spoon, there's like 3 slots cut in it.
Yeah, that's a
And you can-
spork.
No, a spoon and a fork.
Yeah, a spork.
Wait, oh shit, no, it's a spoon. Oh no, a spoon would, a spoon would be, yeah, a spoon would just be a spoon that's sharpened. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I got
What?
confused.
So-
Okay, okay.
No, that
What,
would
a knife?
that would be a scythe. Yeah, a scythe.
How? What?
Because it's
That's not what that is at all.
It's a knife spoon. If it's a sharp spoon, it's a knife spoon.
Wait, a spoon, a spoon, a fork, and a knife. Oh no, sorry. It's so confusing. No, it'd be a knife, right? But it's something serrated normally. It would just have 3 large prongs at the end of it. So you couldn't cut anything with it, but it'd be a great fork, like a right angle fork, I'd say.
I think this is the conversation that ever happened.
Those you the next question.
Okay.
Thank God.
Why is Shakespeare? He's not there, so I'm not pronouncing it.
How is Shakespeare? What is Shakespeare?
No, the question was
Shakespeare.
why is Shakespeare?
Why?
No, but what is Shakespeare? But what?
That's
How
not
is
the
Shakespeare?
question, Plastic.
Stop being
Okay, no.
philosophical. Answer the question.
Because you know, I like arts and humanities and I like 1600s literature. So and Shakespeare's pretty well renowned, isn't he? You know, he's kind of heard of.
No, you mean Shakespeare.
He's pretty mid. He's
You
like
mean
you know he's
Shakespeare?
Shakespeare. Yeah.
No, Shakespeare.
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 So,
You already deleted the message, so you can't even see what it said.
No.
it was Shakespeare spelled wrong. I think it was. Yeah, somebody sent it. And,
It was just
Yeah.
Shakespeare without the
Little Caesar's
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
question.
plastic. Do you think the world would look the way it does if Bassanio didn't fall for Portia?
oh, isn't that Merchant of Venice? I actually I read. I think I've read nearly every play apart from Pericles, and that one. So I can't answer that question.
I don't know what the
probably
question
yes.
means, so I'm gonna agree with you.
It's a plot of a play. So
Plastic, if you were
Okay.
a member of the Beatles, which one would you be?
It's my question.
okay,
Wow.
well, I would say Paul, but the issue is Paul is both dead and alive. He's quantum. So you know how obviously not the story, the truth that the Paul actually died in the 60s in a car crash, but they got a
Okay.
new guy to look like Paul.
Well,
So-
you could be Paul, or you could be John and George and just be dead.
And beat their wives. I don't. Did George? I know John
Yeah,
did.
his benefit.
George might have. We never know.
63.
Okay, so
We could look it up.
Plastic, your choice is dead, dead or alive, or Ringo.
No. I want to.
Schrodinger's Beetle member.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, I was about to say that. I want to be Schrodinger's Beetle, both dead and alive.
Okay, cool. Good,
So
good for
observed.
you.
Good for you, man.
Dozing, what is the next question?
All right.
Oh,
What is your opinion on the early 1.16 TG town of Sharksville, and did you ever live there?
Well, yeah, there's a question in the podcast now. I can see you might want to ask that as well.
We'll get to
what's
it
your
later.
opinion?
We'll get to it later.
Well,
Plastic.
it's
We're doing-
related-
answer the
No,
questions we're giving
I'll,
you.
I'll read out. It's related. What's your opinion on the widespread practice of shark finning causing global shark populations to dwindle and pressure enlargement? Well, I'll link out Dozen's whoever's question about Shark Time because clearly, you know, the practice of shark finning has consequences in the entire globe around as well as on TG. So you know, the reason it's around town and stayed around town is because humans by nature are too destructive to the environment and killing consuming sharks. That was a really shitty answer, wasn't it? But again, we don't expect much.
What is your
here,
opinion on Sharksville, Plastic?
I already said it's a consequence of human nature of wanting to disrupt the environment.
The TG 1.16 town. What did you live there? Did you live there, Plastic?
No, I never heard of it until I read this question like a week ago in podcast.
I don't think it exists, Plastic. I looked it up on the wiki. It's not there.
Are you sure? No, it definitely sounds like a real town.
I don't think it
Definitely
is.
so.
I doubt so.
I think CG community members are lying to us.
Dozing you the next question.
I just asked the question, didn't I?
Little
He did.
Caesars, Jackie Pizza Man. You have the next question.
Oh boy. Hey, when did you start eating plastic? And bonus question: what's your favorite type?
Oh, okay. Yes, I would. My favorite type is. Oh,
So-
What do you mean?
the question
Yes,
was
you
when.
would.
You said,
Oh,
when did you
sorry.
start?
when I was like, I guess like to 11, 12 when I got a 3D printer. If you want to go over the narrative of where I got my name from.
Okay.
Yep, yeah. And favorite type? Oh, it's hard. ABS. It's a kind of acrylobutene styrene, something like that, which is a plastic and Lego bricks. Pretty nice.
I think I'm more of a
Ooh.
PVC kind of guy.
Not
PVC.
I actually prefer PTFE. So PTFE is a coating. So in a 3D printer, it's a tubes used to carry filament. It's also coating on non-stick pans, but if you heat it above 240 to 260 degrees Celsius, it starts emitting cyanide fumes. So that's pretty cool.
Moving satellite beams.
Sorry, no, cyanide fumes.
Oh yeah, you should eat that. You should eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yum.
just gulp it right up.
Plastic. Which beetle did you kill?
Well, again, I'm a shrewdness beetle. I guess you could say Paul, but he's both dead and alive, isn't he?
So you killed
Yes,
Paul.
Yeah. So you
Well,
replace him, is what we're saying. Killed him and you replaced him.
Yeah, he's only killed or unkilled until you observe me doing the action, but you haven't observed me doing the action yet. Again, if a tree falls in a forest, wasn't anyone there to see it fall?
This is
Same
a
thing.
major
If a
problem.
tree falls in a forest, was
JoJo's
anyone
Bizarre
there to see
Adventure
it?
Part 6.
I think there's
Seven.
probably squirrels there or
Yeah,
some
but
other animal, you know.
That's a great question, because if you can't defensively say there's squirrels there until you were there seeing the squirrels watching the tree.
Okay,
fall.
what if the squirrels were there and they are telling us about
But,
Yeah.
okay, but the squirrels can lie though. Yeah, that's the thing.
it? So can we!
Yeah, of course we can, but if you
Of
ask-
course
if
we
the tree
can, but
falls,
it's different
ask
because
them
we're not
human,
squirrels.
presumably.
Dozing, what's the next question?
Okay.
You made me too angry.
He Jeff leads into philosophy.
I think bacon for guys or woke Biden pronoun. Bummer.
I would agree.
What do you mean you'd agree?
Okay.
Which side? Which side?
Alright,
Which
next
one?
question.
Do you
Which
want
side are
A?
you on?
Agree.
No,
Plastic,
plastic.
what's your
Plastic. Is it?
No,
No,
next
it's
question.
epic
As the host,
bacon
I would
for
say next
guys,
question, I would
or
agree.
is it
Next
woke
question.
Biden pronoun? Which one is it?
It's woke
What do you
Biden,
mean,
I
which one
guess.
is it? He's like,
That's a bummer.
it's a
That's
choice.
That's a bummer. Plastic. I can't believe you would
That's a
make
Which is it, Obama?
Which is it? Obama, Big
Woke
Chungus,
Biden.
Reddit, don't let the Reddit nation, or whatever.
Jackie, Little Caesars, you the next question.
Hey, Plastic, what's your favorite TF2 class?
I never played TF2.
Then why would someone ask this question? I'm gonna ask the next
Well,
question.
again, it's really a bad question, isn't it?
Hey, Plastic, who is your favorite blue-skinned rando?
He's not a big fan of the blue people.
No answer to that.
Sorry,
Fair
my bad.
enough.
What's the question?
Who is your favorite blue-skinned rando?
Are there any blue skin randos?
VTD.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, true. I guess VTD. Yeah,
VTD.
You
yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
it's pretty cool.
There's also Start Show, but I think VTD is the right answer.
Yeah.
True. Someone do the
15
next
Yeah.
question.
or 16?
16, but 17 in like.
No, I'm not asking
Two
about
weeks.
17. I'm
Well,
asking
16, yeah.
15 or 16.
Well, I was reminding listeners that it'll be my birthday in like 2 weeks and a bit, so everyone should be remembering that. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Are you
Plastic.
sure this is asking about your age, Plastic?
Yeah.
No,
What if it's
it's
asking
16.
about like the age of consent or something?
But I don't know.
I mean, he's still answering the highest option, so
this
you
could
know.
be asking
Yeah,
like
exactly.
how many life sentences do you want?
Yeah.
16.
16.
Or like how many cheeseburger? You know?
16. Definitely 16.
Dozing Doge.
How
next
many
question.
Joe cheeseburger you eat?
Okay. Which one would you? We need. Can someone pull up the image?
Plastic.
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna
one,
send you the
okay.
image. I'm gonna send you the image.
Cassius asked me this. Sorry, whatever the name is. I can never pronounce it. It's asked me so many times, and the last time we did this.
Do you have an answer?
13 Mitchell Pub. 13.
What was Mitchell Pup's
What's
question?
what's the answer to the question? Not Cat, Plastic.
What was the question again?
Which one would you?
put my- 4.
4. Okay.
I don't know what this is. Out of ammo.
And what are you playing, Little Caesars? We're in the
Head
middle of a
cells.
podcast. Little Caesars, do the next question. Do the next question.
I have to admit here, sorry. I've been playing Warframe for the past hour and a half. I had to listen to you, so.
Great. Little
It's
Caesars,
just
do the
like-
Did
next
you
question.
delete? Wasn't there just one there and you deleted it?
Because I'm getting rid of the questions as we ask them. What's the next question?
I know,
Little
but
Caesars?
okay. Who are you?
Oh wait, you already asked this question. Never mind. Plastic. You
No, I
not,
didn't.
no, Little Caesar. You already asked it.
Age. Oh.
What?
Okay,
What?
sorry.
Ask the next
I
one.
asked a
What?
correction. Mitch put up the 15-16 question was about chunks and bacon hole, I think. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Oh, chunks.
Little Caesars, you have the next question.
Why don't ya?
what?
Why don't ya?
I don't.
Why don't you?
I just don't.
Fair.
All right,
It's
stupid.
a really bad question because yeah, it's not like I can really answer. You know.
Yeah, it is.
Plastic.
You just need to be smarter.
Would you mess with the Reddit nation again?
Never again. I
Good.
expelled from Reddit Nation after I said Reddit was cringe once. So no, I can't.
DozingDoge, you have the next question.
Yes. Your family is dingling off the side of a volcano. You can either save them or save.
Come on, come on, you got this.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a sec. That's horrible. Or you can save. Wait, fuck, you delete it. No, it's right there. Okay. Or save Glumbo the Goblin.
You come from talking about the philosophical question of the tree falls in the forest and then hear it to Glumbo the Goblin. Yeah, I'll definitely save Glumbo the Goblin.
Thank
As
God.
you should.
Thank God.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What G?
Everyone loves Glumbo. Plastic. It's been an hour and a half. There is
Oh.
a different segment of the podcast I could
Oh yeah,
go
yes,
through.
please.
I was gonna give you like
Is
options.
it music? Is it 5 segments of music, please?
No, it's the twist.
It's the special twist.
special twist
That
that
wasn't
you-
leaked by some stupid short person.
No,
Oh
no,
my god.
just never been said before.
Yeah.
And
Well,
by
someone
the
was
way,
just sad
What's
because he's
this?
running out
This
of
is
ideas.
not-
I don't get this.
this is
It'll
not
be a nice
just,
surprise for me.
It's not just
Yeah.
for Plastic. This is for all of the rest of the hosts too. You can also join in and ask these.
All right,
questions.
awesome.
Welcome
Cool.
to the game of real or fake British laws, where I am going to give you a law,
Oh,
and you have to tell me if this is a real British law or if it is not.
And
okay.
if you answer wrong, you have to take a shot.
If you answer wrong, you will be
If
executed.
you answer wrong, Tanya and Carol will come to your house with a large hatchet and murder
Oh
you.
my god.
sweet relief of death.
Sweet release of death will come with you if you
I'll
answer
obviously
this.
go with titanium cow.
To give you just an idea of what this may look like, I'll ask you the very first question, which is a softball question. In the wonderful nation of the United Kingdom, is it illegal to handle a salmon in suspicious circumstances?
Oh,
It
this
is.
is the catch because what? Are you saying illegal now? I know, right? 'Cause
Good one, Dozing.
There's laws. There used to be a law to like the 1900s where you could So on I think on Sunday it was mandatory since like the 1100s for every man of age to go practice shooting arrows, or archery in the case of French invaded, and that wasn't with statute books until a couple of years ago. So is this law illegal now or was illegal?
It depends on whether the website I looked it up on claims it's real or not.
Okay, I'm gonna say real then. Yeah.
I'm gonna say real. Dozing,
Real, not fake.
Not fake.
Jackie.
I already answered. You should have been paying attention.
I'm
so,
not paying attention to you. I pay attention to you as little as I can.
As little Caesars as you can. Oh!
Oh,
Is it
That was
real
a good
or
one, that was
fake?
a good one,
Jackie?
Jack.
Is it real or fake?
It is very real.
That is correct. It is illegal to hold a salmon in suspicious
Yeah.
circumstances. That is a point for all of you, and
Yeah, you have to
one
have a someone license to do so.
and Titanium Cow is only getting farther away. The next question.
There you go.
In the greatest nation where the sun never sets, in the United Kingdom, is it illegal?
Because there is no sun.
Because there is no sun.
It's
Is
not
it,
just smog.
is it illegal to be drunk in a pub?
Oh no, it's not. It's not illegal.
What kind of question? That's fake.
Well,
like-
actually, no, because everyone gets like, smashed in a pub, but it could be one of those laws that like, it's social something. It's what sociology. It's one of those laws that nobody really cares about. You know what I mean?
Plastic,
Yeah,
do you think
like-
the police
like not even the
still
cops care about
enforce
it, you know?
the suspicious salmon law?
Yes, I think they could.
Okay,
If they wanted to,
I'm
they
gonna say
could.
yes. It is illegal to be drunk in a pub. Then,
I'm also gonna say yes.
yeah.
Well, I don't like this question, so I'm going to say it's not illegal.
That is false from Jackie. It is illegal to be drunk in a pub in
Yeah,
the
I
United
knew it.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate.
But literally nobody ever. Yeah. I like there's a pub next to me, across the road from me, and I can tell you that nobody out there is sober.
There's
at all.
probably cops in there that are drunk. It's probably
Yeah.
the next question. This
40% is the thing you got to look up.
This is the third
They beat their
question.
wives.
This is the third question out of 10, by the way.
Okay.
I think a cops beating their wives, Submadoge.
The loser, by the way, as we have discussed, will be killed by Titanium Cow.
Yeah.
Well, what if I kill him
Okay.
first?
Is it
Oh, you-
illegal to scare the king?
Yeah. Some, I mean,
Is
the
there?
point of this, all of these are going to be correct, but they'll all be increasingly weirder. But all of them going to be yes. But yeah, so obviously it's illegal to scare the king.
It's illegal.
Yeah,
to
that
scare the
sounds
king?
like an illegal thing.
Okay. Are you saying Jackie?
It sounds like it could be. It could be fake. Maybe.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
possibility.
I mean, look, 'cause it's an old country, so a lot of these laws are probably written when the idea, like, for example, there's like King John
Yeah.
died of eating too many eels and because he shit himself, basically. So you have to. It's probably a king ages ago who he got scared really easily, and Parliament put into a law saying you can't make this guy scared, otherwise he'll die, and they never moved it. So it's probably something like that.
Hmm.
So the plastic says it's true.
So yeah, so very long way to saying yes. I think it's true.
Jackie
I think
thinks
I'm
it's
just
true.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go with false on this one, and I'm
Ooh.
gonna lose
A
points.
brave
but it's
play.
fine.
Yeah.
So this is in fact is a real law in Canada. You are both Plastic and Jackie. You are both incorrect. Dozing gets a point for this round.
Holy shit!
I can see Titanium's face at the window. He's staring in, saying, "Don't
Cheers, titty.
I looked this law up and I figured out the context. Queen Victoria once visited Canada, and a man pulled a fake gun on her. So it is now Canadian law
Literally told you, yeah. This is how laws like that created.
that you cannot scare. Well, it was the Queen, but now it will probably apply to the king.
Rip Boso.
El Bozo to Victoria and Elizabeth.
They should be better next time.
So, by the way, you guys should all be remembering how many points you have because I've already been losing track.
I have a whole one.
The next
I
question.
have 4.
What question are we on, by the way?
Wait, what-
This
Oh, yeah, I
is
have
question
7.
4. Question
5.
4.
This question,
5?
so
4?
I got two out of 3 so far. Let me get, hang on. Let me take something real quick.
Yeah. Plastic, you only got one round.
Okay.
The next
Yeah.
question is: it is illegal in the great country of the United Kingdom to walk cows down the street. True or false?
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
Probably true. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
pretty realistic.
I'll go with the
That's
herd.
a normal law, yeah.
You're gonna go with the herd on the cow question.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Yes, he gets it. He
Oh,
gets
I
it.
get it.
Oh.
There doesn't
Yeah,
seem
this
to be a
is
lot of discussion
humiliating.
on this one, which makes a lot of sense because this is a real law in the United Kingdom. You cannot walk cows down the street.
Also,
Aren't you all having such great fun?
yep.
The next
This
question.
is awesome.
The next question. This is going to be the most viewed podcast in the entire world.
In the whole world.
Is it
Some
illegal?
poor person have to edit this as well.
Me.
Poor CF.
I'm the one that's going to have to edit this.
Oh, no.
Oh, is DFTO done
Oh.
editing for you?
He can edit. It's just that I'm usually the one that gets the files and the thumbnails and stuff faster, so it's just easier for me to do it. Is it illegal
All right, weirdo.
in the beautiful, beautiful nation of the United Kingdom to ride a horse over 15 kilometers or 10 miles per hour?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
It's a,
I'm gonna-
That's believable, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say
think-
yes.
I live in like not quite middle of nowhere, but not in a city, and like people often ride horses up and down the street, and like if you ride a horse quite fast, especially in tarmac, hit by a car, that's a lot of money on a horse and a car and a person. So yeah, that's pretty believable.
And the person.
do you think,
Yeah, the person last.
unfortunately,
Horse most important.
you are all
Okay.
wrong. This is not a real
what?
law. This is a real law in this American state of Indiana.
Yeah,
Isn't that where you're
I definitely heard about that law before, but I just wasn't sure if it was Anyways,
One of
This
the
is why
first two things.
you're falling the peer
I'm
pressure,
British.
Dozing. This is why you lose.
I am.
I just said earlier I'm going with the herd on this one, and you're not.
You cut out again, so
Yeah.
I don't know what you said at the end there.
Next question.
Is it
Sure.
illegal in the stunning nation of the United Kingdom?
Stop complimenting it.
Is it illegal to ask the king to dance with you?
Oh, yeah, probably.
There's a lot of probablys here. You don't
No.
seem very certain on this one, Plastic.
It is legal.
It's legal? You
Is-
think it's legal?
This is incredibly legal.
Well,
I'm
it's
saying
one
it's
of those
legal.
laws that the Victorians have done because I mean with Henry VIII, right? For example, not Victorian but Tudor, he had a lot of wives and also a lot of like infidelity. He's a bit like actually Boris Johnson. So
Mhm.
I can kind of imagine him of one of thinking, okay, well this guy is supposed to have a divine right, but he's not doing that, and just to make sure and nobody finds out he's having sex with the maids. We're gonna make this law that nobody can ever dance with the king apart from his wife. So. And it's one of those laws that probably has stayed since then. So I'm going to say yes, but I'm probably going to be wrong.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I actually don't know the
It does.
context for this one. So Plastic, you're saying this right?
Yep.
And Dozing, you're saying this right?
I'm saying it's wrong.
Dozing's
I'm saying
saying
this
it's
is
wrong.
false.
Dozing's saying
And
it's
this
false.
is
I think it's wrong.
And you both would be correct because I made this one up.
Oh,
I'm
Holy shit.
completely made it up. It does not exist. You can ask the king to a dance.
the Submadoge special.
The Submadoge special.
That's something special.
I like that you
Oh,
made
yeah.
up entire lore for this thing that it's not real. It does not exist anywhere. Just completely
He
false
gave like the
lore.
most perfect
But
reasoning I've
yeah.
ever heard.
Yeah, it's like if because I like history a lot, and that's like the most believable one possible. You could think, some person is knowing that the king's been pretty, haunty, to use an old word. Yeah, they've got a big great protection to prevent that, but fake law.
He was keeping track of
Fake.
points because I forgot mine.
We're just gonna say Titanium Cow kills you all by the end. Next question.
Oh,
Is it illegal in the sparkling empire of the United Kingdom to hold a plank of wood on the street?
Okay, because I've said yes on the weird one so far, I'm gonna say no. It's not. It is legal to hold a plank of wood because people do it outside my window, so it's probably fine.
we haven't had a real one in a while, so I'm gonna say it's real.
Oh, God.
yeah, real.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. I'm sticking with Vic actually.
Ooh, peer pressure.
You're sticking with your
Yeah,
gut.
exactly.
All right.
Your gut fucking sucks, Plastic. This is a real law. You
Oh.
cannot hold a plank of wood on the street in the
God's
United
sake.
Kingdom.
You know, there's some things we like. Like the double thing that you think. Okay, everyone's saying this thing, so I'm gonna say the opposite. But actually, because they're saying this thing, I'm gonna say opposite to the opposite. And that's what I'm trying to think right now. If you know what I mean?
We have
What are you on
we,
about?
we,
Working
have,
out.
we have 3 questions left, so it's up to you to figure out if that's going to work for you anymore.
All right, I think I have 5 points then.
Question 8. In the... one second, I have to look up, I gotta go to thesaurus.com.
All right, you got this.
Later.
One second, I have
Someone
to...
finally finds like a synonym for the something UK.
in the dazzling...
I was looking up synonyms.
Yeah. Find the most like
community,
obscure
in the
thing.
dazzling community of the
That
United
isn't
Kingdom,
TGF.
is it illegal to ride a snowmobile without a license?
Oh yeah, of course it's illegal to ride. I mean, it's illegal.
Everything needs a license, you know.
Yeah,
and by the way, when I-
my left hand has a license.
When I
you know.
say license, I do mean specifically a snowmobile license.
Oh.
Oh well.
I mean, probably
that-
a provisional license.
Classic, stop being confident and then not confident.
Well,
True.
yeah. Just
I'm
go
gonna
go with your
be the
gut,
guy,
even if it's a bit
so-
wrong. Yeah.
Wrong.
What's your gut
You-
say?
I think. What do you think, Jackie? What do you think?
Yeah. What's your opinion?
Snowmobile without a. Does it snow in the UK a whole lot?
I used to 20 years ago, but climate change happened, so it only snows in the north, really.
But you have mountains though, right? Like up in Scotland.
Yeah, but that's like 200, well, actually 500 miles. You go by a song.
All right, I'm gonna say you need a license.
Really.
You're gonna say what?
You need a license. You need it.
Jack
Yeah.
is gonna say that this is true.
Okay, okay, no, you said it weirdly, and I'm gonna say it's wrong.
All right, Jackie's gonna say
But
it's
no,
false.
this is my issue.
Stop
He's
saying
saying that.
things.
He's saying that way, so you think it's wrong. Actually, it's correct.
All right,
I'm saying
all right,
it's-
all right. It's a law. It's a law.
This is a lot.
It's-
Okay.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I
know
know
it's
it's
a-
not a law.
And all of you
We
say
all
it's a
lock
law?
it in. We lock it
No,
in.
no, no.
Yes.
It's not a law. It's not a law.
No,
It's
no, no.
not
Hey,
a
you
law.
can't change it. It's too late.
Okay, so
Okay.
Dozing and Jackie are gonna say this is a law, while Plastic says it's not.
Yes.
Yeah?
This is a law
Oh,
Let's go.
in Norway. Plastic is correct.
Fuck.
I looked it up. You
why do
only,
you?
Yeah,
only need a
but my double
driver's
think works.
license.
I hate those Norwegians.
And why did you specify snowmobile license?
Because you do need a snowmobile license in Norway. You only need a driver's license in the UK.
You are evil. You're an evil scumbag.
old.
Next question.
I was about to say I was giving you myself a dramatic pause before I stated it to get more dramatas.
No,
But you
But
know,
then
Next question.
Plastic brought up reverse psychology, and then
Yeah.
I should have thought of that in the first place. And then move on.
in the bedazzling,
You already used this
Land.
word. I'm pretty sure.
Bodacious.
in the
land.
bodacious land of in the radical area of the
Yeah.
United
What?
Kingdom.
Say minge, minge area. It's a kind of lamb. Yeah, it's a kind
That
of lamb.
sounds. I'm pretty sure that's an insult. That sounds like an insult.
It's not insult. It's not insult.
Sounds like something like
Oh,
someone would call their grandma.
I just
Yes.
remembered. I was about to say like I think I've heard this word before, but I remember there was the video of the girl with the soda.
What?
Yeah,
What
that
does
was
this
a
mean?
meme there a while ago. Yeah.
You haven't seen that video of the girl with the soda?
There's a video of somebody asking.
Could you kindly send
I mean,
it?
answered wrong. It was American.
One
and
second.
it was quite funny.
Should I just stop this so I can go look and try to find this video with the girl of the soda?
Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah,
We can cut it out if it takes you long enough.
yeah.
I'm not
Well,
gonna do that.
You can cut it out.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to. I'm not watching this. I'm here for it. Watch
It
it.
is fucking mean.
There we go. I found the video. I only listened to the first 2 seconds of this video. Hopefully it's not like edited at the end. Hopefully YouTube doesn't kill me.
And Vine boom sound effect.
Go to
Vine
no
boom,
mic.
hilarious.
No mic.
Good mic.
No, Mike.
Oh, yeah, this one. no, that's
Yes.
different.
Paradise
different.
punch
It's different?
tonight.
Okay.
It is fucking
Google
ringing.
and Google
Suck your dad.
that.
It's ringing. It's fucking.
Google.
This isn't a girl. This is some really young kid.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I
it's-
can't
yeah.
tell the
Suck
difference.
your dad.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I love how it cuts out.
Minging means it's like it's slang for like, oh, it's really good. That's great.
I looked
yeah.
it up. Plastic. That's not what it says. That's not what it says in,
Yeah, sure.
in the
Look
college
it up. Why do you-
dictionary.
Why do you hate plastic? Not plastic.
You are like dissolving, Caesars. Like
I don't care.
I slowly do not know what you're saying over the more you speak.
He is becoming Caesar's. He's becoming just pure slush. No flavor.
In the bedazzling,
Slush.
bodacious, radical land of the United Kingdom, is it illegal to kill swans?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a case a couple of months ago where a guy cut the heads off a couple of swans in Greenhouse
God.
Park, and he got done for it. So yeah.
Why would
I think I read like Robin Hood. I think like it was in like the 4th grade library
Reliable.
for some reason, and I think they like first they mentioned it in like the what's it called?
Yeah. Well,
the
I mean, sorry.
very
tangent here.
beginning
So
of it.
swans and pelicans have actually have huge. It's Shakespeare. Yes, but swans and pelicans is kind of a big kind of sort of crown. So if you look at Elizabeth's first pendant, she wore a pelican, and it's associated with Christ. So because swans do it as well, because swans and pelicans both pluck their own blood to feed to their children. The idea is obviously Christ's blood going towards his following or Christians. So that's
What?
why it's basically linking this to it. The idea the law was made that, I'm pretty sure, because if you're murdering a swan who's representative of Christ, you're essentially harming Christ again. That's
You are
why.
killing
Anyway,
Jesus.
it's very old. I'll probably get this wrong now, but yeah. Anyway, what's the answer?
So,
That's a
okay.
big tangent.
So, what do you all say against the killing swan laws?
Oh,
Is it
everyone says
illegal?
it's a real law.
It's a real law, yeah.
Dozing? Dozing.
Posing.
Dozing?
Doesn't
Yeah,
care.
yeah. Yes.
It is in fact a real law. All
Yeah.
swans belong to the king. So you can
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What?
The reason I just said, the children of Christ.
Why
Well,
does
he said it was because all swans belong to the king, not because of Christ.
Well, the idea of divine right, so it means the king is basically like God's messenger. It's why during the French Revolution it was kind of hard initially to topple the king because he was technically God's representative. But it's entirely stupid because the idea of monarchy, right? Sorry, it's a tangent, but I think it's interesting. So you'll be forced to listen to. The idea of monarchy is that basically God appointed some bloke on the land to rule over his area on earth, and then the guys, of course, sons. Also, but there have been so many uprisings and so many usurpations of kings here that actually it's not really a thing. There have been like 5 or 6 royal families in the past 1,000 years. So, but yeah. Anyway, next question. Interesting.
again completely controlling the conversation? We are not allowed to discuss this, think about it anymore. You have made a statement.
Fine.
You will learn everything.
Stop
about
talking.
history.
Move on.
The final question, and this one, by the way, is for all of the marbles.
Every marble.
Every single marble.
Wait, is it all the marbles I've lost, or is it half of them?
Plastic, do you have the expression all of the marbles in the United Kingdom?
Yeah, well, have you never heard? Oh, he's lost all his marbles.
Yeah, I know we have that, but do you have the expression all the marbles too?
No, but I was making a very comedic joke that all the marbles I've lost playing TGF. And
Someone
have
doesn't
you found
get it.
the
He
marbles
doesn't-
No, I
for a
get it.
reward?
It's just that I think I talked to I forget, it was maybe it was Human Pest or who else is from the UK? Maybe even Mirthful. I was talking to one of them, and
yeah.
they said that they've never heard of it before. So I thought
Oh no, it's not an expression here. No, all the marbles.
for all the marbles, because
It's raining cats and dogs is a good one though. That's the one I like.
I don't care about that one. Plastic.
Me either.
The final question that will decide everything.
Uh-huh.
Are the police allowed to search your car if they believe you are carrying eggs in the great land of the United Kingdom?
Oh,
Plus,
Well,
because your
the-
carbon
the-
search for
okay.
eggs.
the official line for stop and search is within reasonable suspicion, which is quite vague. So you,
Okay,
I
well,
guess,
so
yeah.
a salmon is suspicious. We know that already.
Yeah, well, eggs. Yeah, I'm gonna go yes. I think it's probably isn't, but I think it's quite funny.
You're gonna say that it's not a real law.
Oh no, sorry, it is a real law. Man.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
so it is a real law. Okay.
Yes, it is a real law.
Okay. Dozing.
It's real.
It's obviously not a real law, by the way, but I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Jackie, are you a funny guy? Or are
Jack,
you
Is this a real law or not?
a stupid guy?
It's fake. You made it up.
No,
You made us.
damn. Wow.
Jackie says it's fake. Plastic, I have a really short memory. What did you say again?
He said real.
I can't remember. No, it was obviously it is real law. Yeah,
It's a real law. So Dozing say it's real.
Yeah.
Plastic says it's
Yes.
real. Jackie says it's fake. This will decide who gets murdered by titanium cow in the middle of the night.
Okay, that's fine.
But the middle of the night's gonna be like morning for him. So, what are we talking about? What time?
And again, this is a real law. In the country of Ireland, Plastic and
Ireland.
Dozing, you are wrong.
Let's
Jackie
go.
gets to survive another day.
Ireland!
Oh.
It's fine. I got the most right. That's all that matters.
Okay, but the thing is, I
Did
mean,
you?
it's fair that depending who you ask, Ireland's part of the UK, so
Shut up, nerd.
I don't think you get
Hate
to have
that
any more
monarchy,
opinions
hate the
anymore.
empire.
You die in what is it? It's already like 11 for you. So like an hour from now, you're gonna die.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it is 11 for you. Go to bed.
By the
actually,
way-
it's will finally wake up and you'll finally come over.
Plastic, you DM'd me, and you said
Oh, yes,
something
yes.
else to do. Plastic, it's been 2 hours.
I don't care. I found it's quite funny. It's very short.
Plastic, it's been 2 hours.
You gonna do it?
I have
I don't
things
care.
to do today.
I want everyone's species to try and pronounce
Okay,
these words.
okay,
I'm gonna
okay,
send
we're gonna-
no, Mike. You can cut this out. if you want,
Alright.
All right, sure. And
Sure.
no, Mike, we're just gonna say these. We're gonna say them.
So first one. No, Mike. By the way. Yeah.
That's from.
No.
It's from.
From.
It's from.
Froome.
It's from.
Vroom?
It's from.
Room?
From.
There's some.
Stop
There's
talking.
a-
Let him say how it is.
Froome, yeah. It's
Froome.
like really old, like Celtic or Nordic word.
Somerset.
Isn't that just
Somerset,
Somerset?
right?
So the Anglo-Saxons, so if you think of accent, Somerset. They would have something like that
Somerset.
almost. So if you imagine the word summer, it says Summer, and then it's
Summa.
necessarily changed from the U to the O. So Somerset.
Sumerians.
Somerset. But we've just changed it back to Somerset. Anyway, it's very complicated, but yeah.
England.
Somerset. Yeah, that's what's easy. England. Easy.
England.
England.
Objects I have shoved up my
England.
ass. Pebbles. Small glass jar.
This is the British accent you're getting, Plastic. This is what you asked for.
It's one of my favorite videos. So
Vibrators.
hockey stick.
Broomstick handle.
Ballerina. The next one's Ballerina. That's the name of it.
Okay, well, there's a word
Balachulish.
called Boulder Dash, which means like BS. It's like Victorian BS version. Balachulish. I never heard of this place before actually.
Balakulish.
You've never heard of it, but of course you're the one that knows how to pronounce it. You know
Well, no,
already.
I'm saying it how I would say it. If I was driving randomly and I just saw a sign saying "Welcome to Balachulish."
Plastic. If I go to Ballerina and the people there say, "Well, welcome to Ballerina," I'm going to kill you before Tip does.
There's actually there's a town in me
Tip
called
does.
there's a town in me called Weedon, like literally
Weedon.
Weedon, which is so it's just like more ridiculous than everything else here. Yeah. Anyway,
Highland.
classic
Highland.
Doctor.
Island.
Highland.
Scotland.
I'm dropping
Scotland.
Scotland.
Oh, so Balachulish. I can't do the Scottish accent at all. Balachulish. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not
Manchester.
Godmanchester.
God, Manchester. Yeah. That's good.
I'm Manchester, yeah.
This is a great bit, Plastic.
Cambridgeshire.
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 England again.
Cambridgeshire.
Cambridgeshire.
Also,
Shit.
sorry, quick question. Is it scone or scone? I just want to know.
It's a scone.
Scone?
What is a
It's
scone?
a scone. Okay.
What did you say?
It's
Scone.
Scorn?
So
Like,
Plastic. You
corn?
know, like the bread things that are kind of like filled with stuff sometimes, and like sometimes
yeah.
have like
Filled with
sugar on
stuff
top.
sometimes.
Yes, a scone. Yeah,
A
A
scone.
squine?
A scone.
a scone.
A scone.
So in the UK,
It's a scone.
A scone.
It's a scone. A scone.
No, if I
Scone.
show you an image, I'll show you an image, and you're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Scone.
So in the UK, we call it both either a scone or a scone. It means the same thing. But if you're upper class background, from like middle upper class, you call it a scone. But if you're lower class, you call
This is
it
like you
scone.
people calling
It's just the
chips
accent.
crisps.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, because a chip, right? It makes sense actually. It's a chip of potato, right? A crisp is just describing the way it feels.
Crispy potato.
Okay, no. So some of that's not a scone. That's
That's
no,
a
no, no,
scone.
that's-
What is that? What
That's
is that?
biscuit.
Plastic?
And in fact,
Yeah, biscuits and scones are different things.
That's a scone.
A scone.
British
Scone
land.
is
So what Plastic's trying to talk about, Caesar, is this image I've shown you. This is a scone.
no. A scone is this, right? Hang on, let me send
Yeah,
that
it is
image.
this. That's what I'm talking about. It's this one right here.
No. Wait.
No, a scone is this, right?
Yes.
If you went to anywhere in the
No,
UK,
no,
and
that's a
asked for scone or
biscuit.
scone, they
That's a
give you
biscuit.
this.
That's a biscuit.
biscuit.
That's very
That's a
clearly a
biscuit.
biscuit.
Oh, it's stupid. No,
That is a biscuit. I'm looking at
a biscuit, right?
Yeah, that's a
It's a
biscuit.
French word because you can't spell it.
Yeah.
And a biscuit means it's a short, kind of baked. I guess you would say cookie, wouldn't you? It's a short baked kind of delicacy, I think. Right? Often sometimes icing on it, sometimes icing sugar. A scone is more bread. It's like a mix between bread and cake with jam and cream and noodle.
You know what? I'm just gonna say something.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna say something. Plastic has never gone to KFC, opened
He
up
has
a
never.
nice biscuit
Not even
and
Popeyes.
filled it with
Not
honey.
even Popeyes.
They have. He's never done
Yeah.
that. He's never done that.
I
never done.
got.
I've never
got
been to
on
KFC either.
once. No,
Well, that just
I don't
makes
go
you-
fast
Wait,
food,
well-
so-
You're West
Shut up.
Virginian, so
Like I mean, there's no appeal in fast food for me because you could just. It's just there's no. I mean, I guess Nando's, but you don't get that. Nando's is quite nice.
Nando's, so good.
Rando.
Randos.
Get it? Get it, guys?
I
It's
love
like a
Nando's.
TG reference.
That's like a
Yeah.
TV reference.
All right, let's
We
pronounce
We have to
some of
get
these
through
words.
these names.
Yeah.
We gotta get
Yeah.
through them.
Yeah.
Okay.
England.
England.
Omag.
Oma.
Omeg.
Omar,
Omar.
probably.
Oma?
County Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Northern
Yeah,
Ireland.
It's a Celtic Irish name, isn't it?
Northern
Northern Ireland.
Northern, like, good job.
Ireland.
Wolfardisworthy.
We'll find us
Will
with it.
farthest were they?
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm really. It's missing a word at the bottom. Like, I think you guys will really struggle to do something like that at the end of it because everyone hates this one. Yeah.
Worcester.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire. So it's pronounced like
Well, what's what the
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire? No.
Worcester.
Sorry, Worcestershire. It depends. It depends. It's the Shire bit depends
Worcestershire.
on your accent. I say both interchangeably.
My accent's
but-
normal.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not trying the next one.
Devon?
Oh,
Devon?
that's like a Devon note, yeah.
Pronounce Devon?
Woodfarsworthy.
No, we'll
Woodfarsworthy.
You can't even do it.
The Brit can't pronounce his own cities, towns.
I'm
scared of that one with the
anyway,
Y.
so you have to. You want to try it?
England.
England.
England, yeah.
Polio.
Polio.
Oh yeah, it's
Bolu.
Bolu, probably.
Bolu.
Because the B,
Yeah.
it's a French. So the Beau family.
Mhm.
It's kind of an aristocratic family here. It's from Age.
I know a guy
Beau
named
family.
Bo.
But it's Beau is from it's a Norman thing, isn't it? So
You guys seem
yeah,
to
it's
have a
French.
lot of appreciation for the people that you were at war with for 500 something years.
Oh, and you have to remember though, in the 1100s, we owned like literally a rule like most of northern France. So and actually, so in 1066,
The Normans.
So yeah, exactly. Some bloke called William the Conqueror came over and conquered England, hence the name William the Conqueror. And that's why. So you know how English like ought, should, would, could, though. That's the reason they exist because the French came over and mixed their language with the Nordics, whose language was already mixed their language with the Anglo-Saxons, and the Anglo-Saxons, Anglo-English mixed with the Saxons. So some of them were from Vikings as well mixed, as well as in the Celtics. So that's why English is such a mess because of the French, basically.
You know
Anyway,
what?
next
You know
one.
what I think, Plastic?
English people are mutts. That's what
I
they
think
are.
I think history began in 1776, and that was where it all started.
Ah.
Year
It's not
zero,
once in
actually.
I swear there's a line where he says that. In Parks and Rec. Anyway, next one.
By Chester.
Yeah, this one I showed.
Then we
as
missed
well. It's-
Hampshire.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
Hampshire.
this is from the BBC, so actually it's pretty easy. So some of the Welsh ones, the Gaelic Welsh is awful.
What the hell is
Next
that?
one, for example, like if you go to what's the longest?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
With the video with the weather guy pronouncing that.
Yeah,
town
he
as
absolutely
well.
nails it.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's from Wales. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the one I just sent can be the final one we can do because. Yeah.
This is the best bit ever done on the podcast. I still like
Okay.
By Chester. It's like
He just like me for real.
it's just like Dozing. This is Dozing City,
Yeah.
just like how
Yeah.
England is that one guy's
England
city.
is my city.
The
One
downside,
fair
it's an Oxfordshire,
old-
so it's you've got a
Woodland-
nice uni there, but it's very, very Tory, which is the downside. So quite
Yeah,
conservative.
What does
just
that
like
word
Dozing,
mean?
just like Dozing.
I'm so Tory.
What is what is a Tory?
So sorry, fun fact: do you know where Tory comes from? I probably said this before, but
It comes from the people that were touring.
oh no, so it's
No,
it's from a
that's
Gaelic,
stupid
it's a
answer.
Gaelic word, right? Originally spelled Torre.
Isn't it
so
Gaelic?
Torhei or something like that, and it means like basically from highway robber. So highway robber. So somebody who's kind of quite rich but still robs people.
I think you're just making
Yeah.
all
It's linked
this
to
up.
conservatives, which is quite funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Tories for us here in the States were the people loyal to the king during the revolution.
Yeah,
Which thankfully we killed all of them. Because,
Yeah,
that's what we
Thank
do.
God.
Yeah, obviously, if you're conservative, then you would have been, you aim to conserve. It's the same in French Revolution as well. Actually, the idea of left and right. So I'm rambling that history. Yeah, so conservative means you want to conserve, so you want to keep everything the same. So, yeah, they would have wanted to keep the monarchy. Anyway,
Plastic, when will you become king?
Is
in 5 days' time, after after I dance for Charles and then I murder him.
Dance with Charles.
please.
All you gotta do is like make him stand up, and then he'll have like a heart attack from the blood trying to go through his legs.
Yeah. It's, I mean,
Like
with,
if you get him to
Queen,
stand up
it's
too
seeing
quickly,
Liz
like that
Truss,
thing that happens, he's just gonna.
to kill her. Whereas
fall
like,
over.
whereas current king, breathing him, he'll die basically. So
Oh wait, but I forgot the king. He was seen recently, and he had like drip, right?
What?
Drip.
He-
I'm not a monarchist, so I don't follow them. But
Yes, okay. Plastic. When you become king, you need to wear this outfit because this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Podcast. All of our audio listeners are gonna hate us, but look at this. Look at this plastic.
okay, so that's pretty cool.
So all of our
He's got
listeners,
that fucking
The downside
cape.
is that all
Holy
those
shit.
diamonds and stuff is probably from some poor slave in Africa. But on the positive side,
Yeah.
it looks so
not my
cool.
problem.
Not my problem.
No, actually, the king mined him himself. True, true story.
He
went
He
down
went
to
down
the
there to
mine.
Africa a couple years ago, a
went to wipe his
long,
teeth.
long while ago.
The king is
he
a
went to
hard
11.
worker for the nation. Yeah.
The king
Yeah.
spun this wool.
Bootstraps,
by himself.
bootstraps, you know.
Wait,
We're sure about my bootstraps.
Are you in Cali? Oh, my condolences.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
I live in West Virginia, so I'm in the best.
What's
To-
the
to our
next
audio
name we
listeners.
have to say? It's
I
been
don't
2
know.
hours. We
It's
need
been
to end this.
Yinisable something. I don't know.
Invisible.
Let me try,
Yinisable.
don't say it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Indivisible.
this one's Welsh, so
You need
I
to
have no clue.
Why are
Invisible.
you making us say it if you don't even know what it is?
look it up.
Okay.
Tell us.
I'm not. You know, I don't live. I live in the Midlands, not in Wales. Thank God. So I don't have to learn Welsh.
Great.
Okay.
Wonderful. Rampasham. Rampasham's a great name.
We're skipping
Yeah,
like
probably.
three.
We
Yeah,
missed
we're
the
skipping.
cum Clydach or something.
Kumkudich. Why are you laughing? I'm right.
Quernmore. Quernmore.
What?
Quernmore. Like
Crematorium?
Lancashire.
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 England.
Well, okay. Again, the sure
England!
your accent.
England.
Lancashire.
England.
Quenmore.
Queermore.
Queer. You're one of them
Queer.
queers, aren't you?
Queer more.
Well, the more bit means like you know what a moor is, right?
What?
You heard the moors? Okay, it's
The
like
moors?
it's a kind of landscape. Like if you go up towards the north in like Yorkshire, it's basically a bunch of kind of hills covered in heather. So that the
And-
queer moor probably means the moors, as in the moor of queer or something like that.
Plastic, every fourth word you
Them
say
queers.
is not a real word.
Sorry.
You're talking about.
My bad.
No one has explained to me what a Tory is. The definition of a Tory. I still am just
What is a
unaware.
heather? Is it covered in heathers? What is
Yeah, that was a
It's kind of
person.
plant.
That's a name.
a plant?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like primrose can be also a name, but it's also a kind of plant.
What are you on about, brother?
But I like arts and history. I'll rant about them a lot. Okay.
We have one more thing to say. We have one more thing.
Oh yeah, the final boss. Everything,
Fair Gogara Shuvor do William adds to Sicilico Gogogosh. Yep, that's the word. That's the word.
You
did
definitely
it.
got.
Jackie.
I'm not trying this. I'm not trying
No,
this
no,
word.
come on.
Why would they put 3 L's in a row?
Lunfair. I don't know. Ilgogari. I've lost where I am. I don't know.
Alga
Yeah.
next. Lavfair Fjolkung Gotchka Gunga Kuga Miltvilla Silver Gokach.
What?
Yeah.
I have no idea actually. I don't speak Welsh, so I made that up.
Guys, the
Dozing,
outro
what's
music's
up?
been playing. The outro music is playing. We need to
Whoa.
end this
Bye.
episode.
Dozing, come on.
We have one. The thing is the outro music isn't playing. I lied. We have one more
Doesn't
question.
come
Oh.
on what?
We have one
Oh.
more question.
Oh.
Plastic. What would you like the name of this episode to be?
This is too much freedom.
By the way, you don't have any freedom. I've already named the episode, and I'm going to tell Blue Spectre about this later. You have no input on the production of TG Media.
I eat plastic, and the million and one different ways to pronounce. I don't know, place in Britain.
No, that sucks.
That's a terrible
I'm not good
name.
at thinking of
That's a
something
terrible
that's
name.
funny. So, you've already decided. So yeah.
I have already
You're welcome.
decided. You have nothing that you can do.
What's the title gonna
Are
be?
you-
Submadoge?
Cue
Yeah,
the
yeah.
outro music.
Can you tell us, please, as a present, as a little treat?
A little treat. A little treat.
Little treat.
I'm
Thank
thinking.
you.
I'm thinking because you kept just doing everything for us, and it was awful. Plastic violently overthrows the podcast hierarchy.
No, no,
All
no.
right, that's a good one.
Somewhere for a second time.
For a second,
Second
time?
Yeah, no, do you remember? There was, I can't remember
Skizzy
who
cast.
it was. Yeah,
No,
it
Skizzy.
is. Yeah.
No, but you weren't a guest, you were a host. You were a
Someone gave me
host.
admin with perms, and I muted everyone and kicked everyone, and it was just me on the podcast talking, and that was great. So,
Thank you all for coming to the TG podcast.
Control
Again
please.
with our wonderful guest, i.e. Plastic 420.
well,
And our amazing hosts, DozingDoge, Submadoge, Why Are You All Furries, and me, Little Caesars underscore.
You're the one with the cat profile pic.
I'd like to thank Violet's
You don't have the dog
cast
profile
for being
pic.
here.
And
This has been a wonderful episode. Thank you for listening, and hope this will be the last time you hear from Plastic. Goodbye.
no, come on.
But we are
Come on.
recording. So if you want to play Wonderwall, you can do that. It's currently
Okay.
recording.
everyone sing.
No.
Today, gonna be
It's gonna be the day.
back to you.
You, I know. You should somehow realize what you can do. I don't believe in anybody. It's okay to do by you. You know.
Ah, shit.
He went to the street. The fire in your heart is out.
I'm sure
You've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt.
I
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
Oh.